But here we are, back in the land of Oblivion, or I guess the land of Cyrodiil, but in the game of Oblivion. Last time we did more side quest things. We did a bunch of stuff for Umbacano. In fact, he requested that in 3 days' time, which is to say, really 2.5 days from this time, meet him at... where is it? I think there was a place that's on our map now. Was it over this way? I can't remember where it was, but we have the quest marker for it. We're meeting him at yet another Ayleid ruin for some adventure that he wants to do in person. So we're kind of to accompany him in his expedition. Whoops. So we'll be doing that probably later in today's stream. However, in the meantime, we're kind of making our way slowly towards Leafrot Cave as part of the Dark Brotherhood quests. But as you can see along the way, is Thundercliff Watch. So we're going to check out Thundercliff Watch. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're going to be starting with that one tonight. And then we'll be keeping an eye on the, time passing to make sure we don't miss the Umbacano quest. He said, he said, like, remember, don't be late, 3 days time. I don't think that's, actually, a huge deal. Yeah, ulterior motives. That's Thieves Guild, never mind. This one, yeah. He wants us to go to... the Ayleid ruin of Nenalata. That's right. Yeah, I remember the cool sounding name. And it's on our map somewhere. There it is, yeah. So it's close to some other areas we've been to, but we've not been to that one specifically, obviously. But like I said, that one, he was saying that, oh yes, meet us there in 3 days, but the quest marker, notes make no mention of the day requirement. So I think that was kind of arbitrary, but still, we'll just assume that maybe there's some aspect of this that is more important. So, that being said, where is it? Deep Scorn Hollow? No, that's not it. It's called... something. Here it is. Unearthing Maroon's Razor. The Razor of the Dazer. So, we're gonna look for a lost city to recover a powerful Daedric artifact. Yeah, so, again, I don't really know what that entails. I have no idea what to expect, but that's part of the fun. Bath and Body Works. So, really, Blackbird, is there anything in particular that you're eyeing? Because, yeah, they got some pretty cool stuff. I haven't been to a physical location in a while. In fact, I don't know if there's really any that are conveniently located near me. Or wait, I think I'm getting Bed Bath & Beyond confused with Bath & Body Works. Get some nice candles, Blackbird. That sounds nice. What are some of your favorite candle flavors, if you will? Because turn the volume down. Because I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to candles, but I have to be careful because some candles smell so good. Orange, that's a perfect example. Some candles smell so good, and the fruity ones smell so fruity. And tutti fruity, absolutely, and delicious. And if I were not in the right mind, I would want to just go just take a bite out of it as if it were an orange. Because my brain knows it's not gonna taste good. Don't do it, Alex. But it smells so nice. My caveman brain tells me, smell nice thing. Ugh, won't eat. Apple cinnamon candles, that sounds really cozy too. Like the woodsy ones. Oh, and coffee ones. That actually sounds pleasant too. The only downside about a coffee aroma is that it would make me sad that I wasn't drinking coffee. So it would give me phantom coffee pains. Could make some coffee or so. Yeah, it's right. Arctic's got a really cool coffee setup right now. Is this the place? By the way, this is the place. The Watch of the Thundercliff. Yeah, so that's the only downside, but otherwise that sounds like it'd be very pleasant. And of course, we're in the holiday season adjacent, I should say. We're getting close to the holiday season, I'll say it that way. And of course, that means having family over or going to family places, that is. And it means staying indoors a lot because it's cold outside, so that is one nice thing to look forward to with the change of the seasons, is being able to candle it up and having nice opportunities to make things very cozy. Some people are idiots of Blackbird. Oh jeez. And do you have any fun and or spicy stories you'd like to share? I mean, obviously, you don't have to reveal anything you're not comfortable with. I wouldn't want you to, like, you know, feel like you have to dox your like workplace, or not even workplace, but the industry in which you work. But if there was anything that you wanted to share, I'd be happy to hear it. If you had something spicy, if you had some tea to spill, something to dish out. By the way, I'm just putzing around. I'm looking to see if there's anything cool out here. Sometimes you'll get lucky and there's neat things on like the second floor of these areas. It seems like that is not the case here though. So that means our only consideration is the watch of the Thundercliff. In we go, my friends. Search for Maroon's razor. Maroon's razor. Package left at the door. Didn't provide anything beside the civic address. Oh, interesting, like the unit number. Right, but no, like, did she give the street address or something? You got a chicken one. Oh gosh, I'm excited to hear about the chicken one, Blackbird. Like I said, it's anything you feel comfortable sharing, as I am very much curious. The chicken one. At least I got my chicken. Let's get herself a torch. Although it's strangely well lit in here already. I wasn't expecting there to be people ready to fight. Although I guess that's how these things sometimes go. It says we're not seen right now, but this person definitely sees us. They're looking right at us. Ouch, they're smacking us with their weapons. God damn. This person, or people, might be looking for Maroon's razor as well. They're very fast, but they're not like vampires or anything. I stabbed his lifeless corpse. If they're not vampires, they're just probably adventurers. What's the name? Drothmeri. That's not their name, but that's like their organization. Recruits for the Drothmeri. What are the Drothmeri, Alex? Maybe we'll find out. This person had every kind of arrow possible. God dang. And they used none of it. They went right for melee. If a chicken got in the delivery driver's vehicle, there was a chicken that was getting into cars. Oh my gosh, Blackbird. That sounds incredible. Trying to help a transfer of responsibility. Oh, okay, 14 plus hours. Oh, buddy. If you would have just done the work, yeah. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry, man. That sounds like a pain in the ass, Arctic. Like you're trying to, yeah, like provide support. Was it like remote support? Where you were like talking to them over the phone or exchanging emails, or were you at least there in person with them? Because I did see your comment a little while ago how you were doing some stuff in the office. You were on site. Oh man, that must be a pain in the ass then, though. Because I was thinking like sometimes providing remote support can be a pain in the ass, but yeah, if you were on site with them and it's still taking a long time for this, yeah, this helping with this transfer of responsibility situation, and it's just not happening, then yeah, that sounds miserable. So the dude was just in over his head. Oh really? Like inexperienced or overworked, or maybe both, I suppose. Because yeah, that's an opportunity to educate. That's right. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, that's a rough one, because 14 plus hours, all for something that, like you said, this could have been so much easier. So that might be a valid reason to drink, I would say. A valid reason to hit some Cosmos. Repair hammer, lockpick, gold, I'll take all of it. It's not technically considered thievening. So, oh, this doesn't go anywhere, never mind. There it is. I wonder who this lad is. If this is a like a likeness of a Daedra deity. Let's go ahead and jump on in, friends. Once again, there are these recruits, the Drothmeri, soldiers and recruits. What are the Drothmeri? We'll have to find out. So they had a street, yeah. So the address and street name. Oh, but yeah, but what town? What zip code? Right. No unit. Oh, geez, yeah. So that's an issue too. Interesting, Arctic. So it kind of put you in a bit of a bind then, didn't it? Because you were probably having to shore up some of these like these lacking I don't know if management strategies is the right word for it, but some things that that this person's higher ups were neglecting to do, that probably fell on you then to try to like navigate a little bit. No phone number, right? Yeah, so you're just like, okay, so we at least got to the right place, but like, where the fuck do we go from here? Like, how do we contact the person? Just miss basic shit, yeah. Yeah, it's like you said, for a management / teaching training strategy like that, yeah, you need like the follow up, because yeah, if you're just like, oh, I'm gonna give this person something that's in over their head and see how they handle themselves in a crisis, but then not help manage the crisis or not help manage, you know, issues that are designed to come up, then yeah, everybody else suffers. Yourself, Arctic, and probably some of his other coworkers, his or her other coworkers. So yeah, it just kind of puts undue burden on those around you. So yeah, so today was kind of a mess, but no chickens today, Blackbird. At least not that you know of. Oh, that's right, holidays coming up too. Yeah, that will be next month, won't it be? Goddamn, I almost don't want to think about it. Found a diary, by the way. A password to explore further. Some kind of armyism. Oh, that's there we go. Drothon, there we go. Find the journal in his cabin. Now, will we get to fight this army single-handedly? That is the question. We do have some pretty cool area of effect spells, so if it came down to it, we can bust some ass. I also noticed that the two people we fought were both Dunmer. So that, of course, tells me don't use fire spells. I wonder if this is all going to be a Dunmer situation. Time to read the diary we found. A small diary. Just a small one. Small. Dear Diary. My cousin. It was a blessed day. I've actually never seen the word blessed spelled that way. Oh, it's like misspelled, like it was written by a kid, but I'm real excited to see Cousin Drothon. Met a rider on the road, called a courier. Somebody who makes curry or enjoys curry, therefore they are a courier. I actually had curry ramen noodles last week, and it was fucking incredible. There's a place here in St. Louis called Nudo House. Not Nude House, Nudo House. Nude House is something else. But yeah, Nudo House, it's a like fairly, I wouldn't say like upscale, well, I guess kind of upscale. It's like really nice and really well-made ramen and pho bowl contraption, you know, concoctions, like weird but fun and clever things done with Nudo, with ramen and with pho. And yeah, I had a curry ramen noodle dish, and it was, oh my god, it was so amazing. Holy shit. And I had like my leftovers for lunch the next day. I was a happy Alex, for that matter. Looking for the razor. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. What a body shop is. When I hear the term body shop, I assume automotive body shop. And not somebody buying black market kidneys from some motherfucker in an alleyway. Oh, but is that not what it is then, Blackbird? Because yeah, that's what I think of. But I assume it means automotive body shop. Like a garage thing, yeah. Oh, a strip club. Oh, really? I've never heard that phrase before. I would have never well, okay, it does make sense. But yeah, when I hear the term body shop, I just superimpose the word automotive in front of it. So it's like and you know me, I love to make things NSFW and degenerate and goblin. I love to let my goblin energy dangle out, you know, just fucking letting it all hang out, right? So the fact that I was thinking it was something wholesome and innocent is a good example. What's up, April Llama? Sam Smith, they were talking about the body shop. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's fine. I mean, unless it's like a little bit dirty or a little bit grungy, you know, it's like a little greasy sometimes. It's like there's oil on the floor, but no, if it's that kind of body shop, then that's another substance that's on the floor. But anyway, yeah, welcome back, April Llama. We're doing some Thundercliff Watch. Actually, we just found the diary. Reading about the courier he just met, and we were saying it's like well, yes, that's a person that enjoys or makes curry from his cousin. Have a special job when I get to Cyrodiil. A steward. Stewards keep track of who comes and goes. Somebody will do most of that for me. Only let people who know the secret password. Either this person is a literal child, or they are delightfully youthfully minded. The word is chimer, which is maybe not an explicit Morrowind reference, but we know what that word means. That's the original name. That's what I want to say, or like what's the way to describe it? The original, the predecessors for the Dunmer, the predecessors for the Dark Elves were called the Chimer. And instead of having dark ashen skin, I think their skin was more yellow, probably closer to a high elf. Speaking of elves, today I saw Wood Elf. So yeah, Chimer I think is the predecessors for the Dark Elves. So that's kind of cool. Something we learn about in the lore of Morrowind, but we don't. You only ever get to meet one Chimer ever, and they're a half Chimer. That's Vivek. At least that's how he looks. He looks half Chimer. I don't know if that actually works that way. Another courier from cousin. Let's go bowling. May not be around. He may not be around when I get there. His journal will tell me everything about finding him. Find that journal in his cabin. That's what we need to find then. I'm no good at reading, only writing, which is a curious skill set to have. Well, sorry, man, I can't read very well, but I can write like the best of them. It's like in Star Wars, how Chewbacca will, like, he'll make a noise. I'm not gonna embarrass myself by trying to do a Chewbacca impression. He'll make a noise, and everyone around him will be like, Chewbacca, that's a really good point. We should check the blaster barrel to make sure it's functioning correctly. But us, the audience, don't know what he's saying, and they can't speak his language. So it's like a very one-way communication path. Same kind of thing here. It's like, yeah, sorry, I got a one-way written word communication ability. Gotta use a special, before I use the special word to get in, I need to tell you something, diary. It's not personal, but diaries are kid stuff. Okay, this person's not a kid then. I have to be a grown-up here. Time to leave you here, but thank you, diary, for keeping the special words safe. Good luck. Okay, I think this person was a child, but they were trying to be a grown-up. I have to be a grown-up here, they say. And it was a small diary. That could mean it's literally a children's diary, or it just doesn't have a lot of entries. But like the book might be quite small. Who gathers storm clouds over Nirn? Chimer.
What's that?
Hello, I'm a friend. Oh, okay, I guess I'm not a friend anymore. I thought we were gonna be homies. Bonk.
Take that.
No, you take that. Have I told you guys how much I enjoy the bonk? I'm a big fan of the bonks. He did the spin. I did my little spinny move and he did his. So romantic. Tunnel cough. I didn't realize that you could like send diseases through regular weapons. Oh, he fucking knocked my weapon. Right here. Oh, but then he damaged himself to death. Yeah, we've gotten diseases before, but I've never gotten a disease from an NPC before. Did we just like exchange bodily fluids very briefly in that fight? Like maybe he got a little excited, or maybe like, yeah, we were like swinging swords. Maybe we like, you know, there was a trading of blood accidentally. Maybe that's how it is. Maybe we swapped fluids in more ways than one. What's this one do out of curiosity? Drain, sneak, tunnel claw. Oh, maybe that's just from being in here then. Yeah. Maybe that's not even the dude that gave it to us. Maybe that's just a thing that you can get by virtue of being in this place. The droids too. You're right, R2D2. Beep beep boop beep beep. You're right, R2. Check the blast diffusers. I don't know good Star Wars lore or terminology. But yes, that's exactly it. The one-way communication stylings. Beeping noises, I would think either I'm insane or they're insane. Yeah, like somewhere there was a brain that is malfunctioning. Either mine or theirs or both. Now, here's one thing to note. Steward's note. We know that the person whose diary we just read was apparently a child, and they were working as a steward. Did we just murder a literal child? I mean, maybe? Look, they look like a pretty grown-ass adult. And, you know, and they did attack us first, but still, it's like, oh god, what have I done? The registry. Arrivals and departures. We'll check the steward note as well. So, some recruits, 10 archers for, I'm sorry, 10 infantry for archers. Cavalry detachment, okay. Infantry. With Mary. Okay. Oh, going to specific places. They said they were amassing an army. Mages. Mage trained. And then more infantry. Courier detail. Yes, that kind of courier. A platoon of 12 infantry peoples. And then Dronmis. Drthari. That's okay, that's not quite the same name. Discharged for a family emergency. Not sure what that entails, but anyway, so yeah, so we got at least a snapshot, albeit perhaps brief, but a snapshot of what kinds of numbers we're looking at here, or we were looking at. And yeah, these were, I guess, where they were processing payments for people coming through. And they got the scales they were weighted and everything. So let's check that note then, the steward's note. I'm a little bit worried we're gonna see something that makes us sad. This one. Steward's note. Stewart and his notes. Vasky. See that our arrivals and departures are well documented, blah blah blah. Very good. Oh, and keep an eye on my dear cousin. Okay. Not to gossip with every new recruit about our far-reaching plans, he says. Captured an assassin prowling the caves, so I guess people were... I guess this operation has like caught the ears of some people. A spy of Helseth cheering all of our goals. Helseth, I wonder if that's a name I should know. Commander Adrethi. Attachment through the doorway. Don't know how long I'll be gone. But in case my excursion is disrupted, read the most recent entry in my journal. Right, we need to find that journal in my cabin on the desk. Don't go in there for any other reason ever. We don't want our Imperial enemies to know what our plans are. Okay, so my inclination then is that this is a Dunmer exclusive operation, and that this is like an anti-Imperial. It might even be like a tribunal kind of thing, honestly. If there are references to the Chimer or Chimer, and it's all Dunmer, and they're saying like, oh, we can't let the Empire know about this. I mean, that was so much of Morrowind was there's the tribunal and like the traditional Dunmer versus the not really versus, but at odds with the Empire and the Imperial Legion, and the friction that was causing, and this feeling of Outlanders taking over, you know, after the natives having having Vardenfell, that island all to themselves for so long, and worshiping Vivek, the temple over anything else really. So yes, death to the Empire, Frothan Drothon, or Frathan Drothon. So this is probably the elder cousin that this person was writing to previously. So I don't think this was the cousin then. I don't think that's who that was. As it was like, that was a steward, and the note said, oh yes, watch my cousin. Maybe this was the cousin, maybe. But he also looks like a fully grown-ass human person, so probably not. Regardless, continue. And there are more baddies nearby. Also, at some point I should probably level up tonight because I've not leveled up in a stream or two. Oh, crap. I actually kind of wanted to hear whatever they were going to say. That's okay. God, you were fast. Good lord. I was kind of hoping I could knock him down. Knock him down and knock him like do the knocked down animation move. And then he would like fall backwards and land on the ground and die to fall damage. That's what I was kind of hoping. I'll see, apparently had a torch. So far, these soldiers are just that. They're just soldiers, nothing fancy. And they don't have, like, amazing gear. These are kind of neat, though. These arrows are neat. They have tunics. Oh, they do wear Daedric and ebony things, but just not on their torso. And these green tunics. Which don't appear to offer any armor. But they're green and almost Zelda-like, which I think is cool. So I support it. In fact, I should be doing this every so often. So this person somehow did not notice the kerfuffle that just transpired as a recruit. He drew his weapon, but he had to think about it for a second. He's like, I don't know. It still says I got a sneak attack off, which is pretty cool. Last dagger. It looked like his dagger was red, though. Maybe it was just enchanted or something. If only I could have stolen his pants while I was in sneak mode. If only I could have stolen the pants while he was wearing them. That's the mark of a true thief. A true master thief. Being able to steal someone's pants that they are currently wearing. So let's level up. Because I've not done that in a minute. Clearly I should level into endurance. Look at that +4. That's sick. In fact, I'll just do... do I do agility or do I do more luck? Agility is nice. Unpopular opinion here. Actually, I'm going to pump more into luck. I'm still of the opinion that luck eventually becomes worth it. So I'm going in for the long investment. No short sales here. This is not a pump and dump investment opportunity. This is a long-term investment. So this is a retirement investment fund. Something we're gonna see results on decades from now. Oh. Okay. Well then. Nice of you to just give yourself a cool helmet and nothing else. Your sword is pretty cool, though. Be a shame if something would happen to it. Ouch, something's happening to me, goddamn. Yeah, I can't just resist that lightning, because the lightning is the one thing I don't resist very well. He's like, yeah, hold up, fam, let me get myself a fancy helmet. But only a fancy helmet. Claymore of Storms. Yeah, that actually might be a nicer option. Nordslayer gauntlets. Resist frost. That's kind of cool. Kind of heavy, though. 12 pounds. A bread loaf. Nordslayer gauntlets. It's heavy armor, too, which does us no good, obviously. So, yeah, what are my things here? Yeah, Claymore of Storms. Of course, this one took a little bit of damage. Yeah, I think that shock damage is kind of nice because the only things that would resist shock damage are Storm Aeternox. Whereas Claymores, or rather cold damage, I'll say, cold damage would be resisted by zombies. several undead things, really, as well as Nords, which I think are immune to cold. So it makes fighting Storm Equinox a bit more of a pain, but otherwise, this I would say is a good upgrade. So your weapon is mine now. Oh, and it's cool and glowy. Well, they're all glowy, but like, yeah, that's cool. I like when it does a little pulse. Of course, the reason that this one does it and our previous weapon wasn't is because our previous weapon was empty of charges. Actually, that's a good point too. Our previous weapon was empty of charges, so the whole undead resisting the damage thing doesn't really make a difference at this point. Nice of them to let me sleep in their bed, though. It was very generous of them. I slept in their bed, and the dude that we fought would have been within, like, would have had line of sight to the bed. He was, like, in this corner here, so he could have seen us over there. Nice of him to let us get, you know, a little power nap. It's like, no, don't disturb me, sleepies. I'll be curious to see what the extent of this army looks like. If we're gonna get to fight all of them, or if we're just gonna... And we've already killed like 5 people. 5 or 6 people, so that's like half of one of their regiments right there. Now one is taking a nappy on a fairly precarious ledge. It would just take one whoopsie-daisy of a rolling over in my sleep to just fucking snap my neck on the... Like a 15, 20 foot fall. I want to see if I can, like, pick that guy's pocket. I'm a little bit worried that if I... You know what? I'm gonna try and get this guy instead. I'm gonna steal your linens. Damn it!
To arms! To arms! Look out!
Look out! Oh, I was hoping that guy was just gonna run away. Summoned a buddy. I wonder if he's like, man, this weapon feels familiar. Feels like the weapon that my buddy in the previous room would be wielding. Hope he's okay. And then it's like, he is not. He got. Look at all these fun arrows this guy has. All the fun arrows. And a fun bow. It's actually a shockingly good bow. Wowzers. That's amazing. Bow of Quietus. Well, I should say it's good. It's good against spellcasters. It wouldn't really be good for... anything else, obviously, but against spellcasters, that's great. So if I would have stolen his linens, he was wearing greaves, it wouldn't have done a damn thing. But I still am just imagining pantsing these fucking dudes. Yeah, at first I was worried about, like, progress lost, but now I'm like, never mind, it's fine, because, yeah, like I said, when we level up, the game will have auto-saved, so we should be fine. Should be Gucci. So... The actual save happened, yeah, before the level happened. So yes, this is all the same. So we'll do this. We'll employ the same things to level them. The one downside here. And I keep going back and forth on this, is that we of course have been using things that are governed by intelligence, willpower, and speed for that matter, but they're all at 99. And I wonder if I'm like screwing myself over by not getting those to 100, because I wonder if there's like a thing that the game does that says, this is pure speculation on my part, but I wonder if the game's logic for level ups and like dictating when you get the additional bonus things, the +2, the +4, +5. I wonder if the game says something to the effect of, does this person have a skill that is 100? If no, then consider that skill for having an A plus, some kind of additional bonus beyond just a +1. If not, then don't consider it and go like to the next in the line. Because the next rule, which says you can't let a skill go over 100, that's like the natural max, would basically make it so that we're like, the game is trying to consider intelligence, willpower, and speed as being viable for like big bonuses, but then when it wants to apply the big bonus, it says nope, +1 is the maximum. So we're like getting screwed out of very generous points that could be placed elsewhere. Again, this is pure speculation on my part. And +4 on endurance is still pretty good. Strength is fine. So we're only level 28, which is, I guess, kind of high in the grand scheme of things. But, I mean, I've seen people with much higher level characters in this game. So it's okay, I think. I think it's alright. I think this is fine. For a minute there, for a brief moment, I wondered if the resolution got reset. I don't think that it did. Like, I think this is how it looked previously. Like, the UI, I think, is about how it was previously. So, no, I think it's fine. I think I'm being overly paranoid, but... I was thinking, like, oh, man, I hope... Because sometimes my graphic settings will get reset. Usually the game tells me when that happens, and usually it's because of a graphics driver that got updated. Usually. Also, this person is no longer here. Do they go up here? Do they see the literal pile of dead bodies and hightail it out of here? I wouldn't blame them. That's probably what I would have done if I were in their shoes. Actually, yes, I will take that. Granted, our inventory space is not the most bountiful right now, but it's okay. The gold. Yeah, so that's right. We had found this little area. There's a person all snuggled up. All nice and cozy. And I think that was the guy we fought earlier. In fact, yes, I recognize the white hair. Frosty Silver Daddy. This person looks like they're standing on nothing. I was kind of hoping they would fall down to their death. But I don't think it's happening. Oh, fucking hell.
Showing your face was the last mistake.
You're very observant, unfortunately. Your observantness will be your undoing. What do you say? I've lost you? Dagger of fracturing. Person had something else. I think they had a torch. Let me hear it is, yeah. Oh, there we go. Boom, baby. Oh, he fucking bounced back, though. That's such bullshit. It's such bullshit that bad guys, I guess, are just immune from getting knocked back into fall damage. Because that's ridiculous. I thought that was the thing that monsters only did. Like Daedra or something, where they were, like, immune. They couldn't be, like, removed from their original location due to like extra planar rules or something. But no, that's just all enemies are just immune from that, getting like knocked down dramatically. Oops.
The best you can do?
Oh right, you have the sword that I want.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
Yeah, this guy who only makes his helmet better. He gives no fucks about any other parts of his gear, but loves having a cool helmet. Clong. So yeah, give me that claymore. His Nord Slayer gauntlets. So I want this one as an upgrade. Well, it's not really an upgrade. It kind of is, but it won't last very long as an upgrade because I will drain this thing of its juices, and then knowing me, I probably won't ever recharge it unless I like need to, unless I need the extra juice. trying to knock this person down because I worked so hard to have the cool dramatic, like, push them off the edge, they fly backwards. I was so excited for, whoops, I just smacked my microphone. I was so, or my microphone, my mouse rather. I was so excited for it, but the game denied me. So now I feel, oh, there's an invisible wall here. What in the world? Why is there an invisible wall here? Maybe it's a fire? Well, damn, that's a pity. All right, how's about this way then? You can probably fall through there, can't you? I want my like my person getting knocked off the edge thing to happen. A very weird and kind of arbitrary invisible wall getting in my way. Oh, this person is, I think, stuck. Yeah, I think they're like stuck. Yeah, look at that. I can squeeze down there. But they are not schmoovin' at all. Yeah, they're like rooted. Maybe I screwed something up when I tried to knock them down and the game reacted poorly. Oh, there we go, there we go. There we go. All right, well, not quite as satisfying, but fucking whatever. Who cares, right? There we go. It's weird that there's an invisible wall here. Yeah, seemingly kind of arbitrary, honestly. Now, since the game crashed here last time, I'm gonna save to discourage additional crashinations. And this was where we came from, right? I just love this person napping on this little alcove. The real gamer strat is to nap either on this one. This one is normal. That's normal difficulty. This is hard mode. And then napping on this little pillar section here is very hard mode. And then this one right here, sleeping on this one is expert mode. And of course that person had all kinds of arrows on their person. Much more sleeping tents and whatnot. And a big ass roaring fire. A big ass roaring fire. Oh, which is to say, a big ass roaring fire. Nothing else really down here that I can see. So instead, let's just hop through it. The next obvious area. All for this underground city. Into the Sundercliff village. Gotta find this person's cabin. The presumed head honcho. Find their cabin. See if this person went, because it's, I think, assumed that he's not here right now. So we're mining some iron somewhere. I don't see any obvious iron deposits. But I'm gonna save. The crash we endured earlier is a reminder. Save early, save often. It's the software developer and just software users mantra. Can I at least pick their pockets? I can maybe steal... There's no illness. I'll steal this.
Keep your fingers to yourself, thief.
The implication that they're so bothered by me being a thief, when it's like, wouldn't you be worried about me, like, trespassing? Whoa!
Show me what you got. This is the part where you
Wonder if I should not have started this fight, because I cannot see anything. Oh my god. If this is a difficult fight, it's not because of the damage they're doing, it's because I can't see what's happening. Yeah, I wonder if I should have been sneaky, because now we gotta fight a bajillion people. Nice jump, by the way. Oh, you're gonna punch me? Really? Did you lose your bow or something, homie? Ouch. Oh, I am out of fatigue, though. Stamina. I'm out of stamina right now, yeah. I think that guy just got by his own homie. That guy fell over dead, Right when like there was a boom noise. Right.
You're a master to your own. Show me what you got. Do you the matter? Getting tired?
This is a lot of people. Will they follow me? Let's find out. Yeah, they're worried about the wrong thing. Exactly. It's like they got the wrong idea. So some of them followed me, but not all of them. Bleh. Man, I'm having a hard time countering. I guess because I'm low on stamina. Whoa, another big knockback move. Short swords. Thing is, that place is crawling with guards, so it seems like it'd be easy to get discovered by one, and then just the whole mess of them swarms you all at once. The poke attack, yeah, that's my favorite one as well. I think it does less damage, but when it procs, you get the really sick knockback, which is fun. And then the disarm move, for whatever reason, has ridiculous knockback when you kill, because that's what causes the bodies to like fly upwards, like we keep saying. I'm doing like the disarm attack. Partly because, yes, I am legit trying to disarm, but also because I think it looks cool. And now that I know, it causes goofy Oblivion physics, like you were just saying. Also, it seems like I think my mouse is just... This is not well, it's kind of an Oblivion problem. I think it's also an OBS problem. Or maybe just an issue with playing this game across multiple monitors. You'll note sometimes I'll like scroll up suddenly, then I'll scroll back down. It's because I would say 50% of the time if I'm doing any menuing, the scroll bar is actually locked on my other monitor, and specifically in my chat window. So I really can't use my scroll bar at all in order to access this menu, because it scrolls the chat up and then I can't see what you guys are saying. So only some games do this, but it seems like it's older PC games that don't expect the whole dual monitor setup. So yeah, 8-Bit Llama knows all too well. When you've streamed this game too, for that matter, 8-Bit Llama, you've probably experienced the same bullshit. I think it's probably better with subsequent PC games. Certainly certainly Skyrim probably doesn't have this issue. Oh, they're dead. Okay. Well, now they're even more dead. I made sure of it. Remember earlier how I couldn't see shit? So annoying, by the way. So annoying. Yeah, we couldn't see shit because of all the fire damage. We're a dark elf. Us Dunmer, we don't give a shit about fire damage. We shrug that shit off, but like, oh my god, it's blinding me. Not fracturing bones, fracturing weapons. So lame. That guy didn't have anything cool. Just a fucking pile of death. Pile of dead dude bros. And one guy had a bunch of arrows. This guy had a bunch of arrows. Well, some of them. I think he probably used a bunch of them on my ass, honestly. On my ass and on the ass of others around me. Yeah, that one's okay. It's just kind of heavy is the thing. Shields, and what sword is this? Oh, I think it's still on his person. Might be on his person. Yeah, it is. We fought, let's see, this was 1, 2, 3, 4? This is 1, 2, 3 here. 4, 5. That guy was from earlier, so we fought 5. Then we dropped a few on the way up this hill. Oh, there's still one more. So 5, 6, and then 7 right there. So this was a pretty good gaggle of homies, dude. Pretty good gaggle of combat, I would say. So we said this was 6, and walking down that path was number 7. Soon to be victim number 7. Dagger of the Blazeit. We'll grab it for now, but our inventory is filling up already. was gonna say, we didn't kill anybody out here. We severely wounded several. This looks to be an underground city, alright. Can I steal his pants? And steal his... well, not... yes, but not really.
Where are you?
Damn it. Where are you? I'm standing right in front of you. Whoa! Ooh, fuck you. I knocked him down, I disarmed him, I stole his weapon. I didn't even want the weapon, I just stole it to be a dick. Oh, also, did I get his pants? Because I didn't actually want your pants, buddy. I'm sorry. I didn't want to give him the wrong idea. I did not actually take his pants. Okay, well, that's actually a relief. Here, I'm gonna be like in Hitman. The Hitman series where you want to make sure that the bodies are not obvious. Is this another invisible wall situation? Oh, there we go. It kinda. There we go. No obvious dead bodies, right? We don't want to leave any obvious evidence that we've been up to no good. So we gotta find this dude's cabin. Clearly, my approach is to be sneaky and to murder every single person we see until we find the guy's cabin. The sneaky approach is to kill everyone so there's no potential witnesses. That's how a real gamer does it. And of course, this is like kind of a sunken subterranean city, and yeah, some of the houses are a little bit dilapidated. A little bit like leaning a little bit in some cases, but you know what? It's actually better than I was thinking it would be, so I can't complain too much. This is the jail, by the way. Yeah, it's a little bit fucked inside of here. This person doesn't want to talk to us. Let's come back here in a second. We don't exactly know what we're getting ourselves into. That person could be a friend or a not friend. This is where the jailer slept, I'm guessing. Repair, nice. Oh, not nice. I'm over encumbered. Okay, let's drop some things then. Can't say I'm surprised. I don't need these, for one thing. Or these. Actually, the ebony arrows are actually fairly valuable. Might keep those. Steel arrows, not so much. Let me make sure I'm not actually holding their pants. I didn't actually want their pants. It was a temporary meme. There we go. Here's more arrows. Jailer's letter. Looking for the writ that assassin carries. Oh, that's the assassin, the guy that's locked up right now. I thought they would have killed him, not locked him up. I guess they want to find out who sent him. They looked for the tunnels. Looked through the tunnels in hopes he dumped something that when he was found out. Might still have it on his person. Maybe, yeah, where could it possibly be hidden? Maybe check the cell. Hey man, a real assassin knows how to hide the most important of documentation. No, yes, there it is. So once again, evidence, also Morrowind reference, but yes, evidence that these people are like temple worshipping extremists. Or like tribunal worshipping extremists. We need to build a second cell. I don't want to execute the assassin until he find right. That would find out what's going on here. We need another place to lock up workers when they get out of line. Actually, I will take this. I don't know if it'll come in handy or not. Whoop. Oblivion physics. So he has with this. I'm going to come back here in a little bit. They only have the one cell. Hey man, I've played enough RimWorld to know that having like sufficient jail space is complicated, but very much a necessity. So yes, I would agree. This was a short-sighted approach on their part. At least they recognized that this is not sustainable, because that's just begging for trouble. As eventually they're gonna make the mistake that all of us RimWorlders make at some point, where they have the brilliant idea that says, "Oh, let me just double up. Let me just put a bunch of prisoners in one room," and then a jailbreak happens, and they go, "How could this have happened? We could have never seen this coming." And then, turns out they could have seen this coming. Bloop. So yeah, we'll investigate the jail once we've explored more. I don't want to just free that person without knowing exactly what we're getting ourselves into. Also, sneaky little recruit barracks entry point. That's kind of neat. Also, what's this? Sundercliff Commune. There's the village. There's a commune as well. Now, we've probably killed everybody. On the outside, at least. There's probably peeps indoors sometime. So I'm not gonna go through the front door. So we'll sneak in the sneaky door. Also, oh, they can come to the ceiling and drink some booze. Yeah, like climb up to the ceiling, chill out for a bit and drink some booze and just vibe out for a while. More healing potions, that goes outside. Okay, never mind. I was thinking this is like, we would need to be sneaky. Maybe we literally did kill everybody. Maybe we killed the entire army. This is either a map or some handmade porn, maybe. Some handmade nudie mags, maybe. It's probably just a map, though. Sadly, I cannot like pick it up to look at it. It doesn't look particularly sexy, so if it is porn, they really need to up their game. Trying to like what you would call a Dunmer themed porn site. Would it be like, what do some things Dunmer say? Fetcher Hub, maybe? Only Fetchers? Inuwa Hub, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I keep thinking there's gonna be more peeps, but so far, the lack of peeps is noteworthy. And also, it's just like normal food things. Repair hammer on the floor is kind of weird, but random inkwell. So yeah, it's like some stuff's in disarray, but nothing overly ridiculous. I'll repair my stuff real quick. And actually, I'm still over my capacity. Like, yeah, I know I have actually, no, I should keep that one. That one's actually kind of important. Looking for obvious things I can drop that are not particularly valuable. The Frostcrag Spire stuff I should probably keep, though. So the barracks was very, like, disappointing. There was not much in there. Not many things of note, of noteworthiness. Found the commune entrance. Starting to find the big man's cabin. This is the opposite side now, I do believe. Forge, okay. Random storage hutch with gold and armor and weapons. Oh, there's a person. Oh my god. This person is so strong. I'm gonna back up, actually. They're so strong, they were like physicsing out the target board, the practice board. There we go, yeah, yeah. What a fucking Chad. I don't know if I want to fight this guy. If he's gonna punch me into next week, I don't know if I want to fuck with him. Look at that shit. Look how strong he is. I can't match that. Now it's just on his head. He's wearing it as a hat. Jesus. What's he using? It's something that is very quick. Maybe if I'm really sneaky, I can sneak up behind him and steal whatever he's using. He might be the last of his kind, man. I might have inadvertently murdered all of his friends. We'll get a closer look at the target board that's all fucky. And that, of course, means we're not seeing, like, a weird goof because of the animation distance or anything. It's just that weird. We're just a recruit. So I cannot steal the weapon they're using. I can steal their pants. I didn't like that. Don't hit me with that thing. I've seen what you've done to that. I've seen what you've done to this thing. I don't want to be next. See, I can't do the cool things he was doing. Yeah, see, it hardly reacts to me. I have to, like, physically smack with my head, with my big purple head. It makes it a little weird, but I can't make it get as goofy as he was making it. Wrong spell. Of lightning. Very, very frightening. Me. The champion of Cyrodiil stole my pants. If only we could be so lucky. That's such a positive way to look at it. What's up, Jangles? What quest is this? This is part of the Thundercliff Watch quest. It's one of the DLC quests. And apparently it's like a fairly involved one. I don't really know how deep this rabbit hole goes. Also, I have way too many arrows that I think are not quite as valuable, so I'm dropping a bunch of these to make room. A bunch of quivers of arrows. But yeah, right now we are in... Where are we exactly? This is called Thundercliff Village, underneath Thundercliff Watch. Specifically, we're looking for Maroon's razor. Which I think is considered a pretty powerful Daedric artifact. I think it's a dagger. And the quest that we're on told us that the city that we're looking for is called Varsa Balim. That is underneath Thundercliff Watch. And we found Thundercliff Watch. We're delving deeper into it. However, we found that there's like this evidence of a Dunmer army being built up. For some purpose. We don't know what the purpose is, but they have anti-imperialist views. Extreme anti-imperialist and perhaps even like pro like temple and like tribunal kind of beliefs. So private attic, by the way. Let's see where we're going. Oh, well, this is awkward. The laborer might be a friend, but this guy is not a friend for sure. I'll steal his pants. I can steal his dagger. That actually would be kind of the gamer move. I did not steal his pants. Really? You're gonna... I thought we were gonna be homies. He's using a very not recommended weapon. I didn't realize you could use a hoe as a weapon. Or whatever, a scythe maybe, whatever that is. I figured since this guy's a laborer, he's not gonna fight for them. Rock pick hoe. It's an actual good, honest to goodness weapon. We've seen these before, but we never saw them as like equipable weapons. Granted, they're not very good weapons. 3 damage is not very much, but it's something. If you have nothing else to use, I guess it'll do in a pinch. Look at that, they've got like little claws. Claws on the glovies, on the gauntlets. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping to like make a buddy. Could have used it. He could have used a boat oar to slap me around. It's also pretty heavy. Oh god, I didn't even look what the weight was. What was the weight? 30 units? Wow! That is the equivalent of the shield I'm using right now, I think. So that's the like damage equivalent of like a dagger. Like a silver dagger. But the weight equivalent of a gigantic ass ebony shield. Can you imagine? Yeah, not particularly efficient, I would say. Also, they were just chilling, by the way. Oh, there's stuff up here. Look at that. Stuff. Flawless diamond. Topaz. Woo. I guess the expectation is like this is where they stored the goods. Oh. Or maybe there was a secret entrance I could have taken. It's a far side. Good to see, bud. More Oblivion action tonight, and we are in the midst of exploring underneath Thundercliff Watch. This was a private attic that had a Khajiit laborer and a random recruit just chilling. I hope I didn't interrupt something. No, I don't want to interrupt any clandestine encounters. Are there any secret entrances I could have taken? Presumably not. Also, my torch ran out. Yo, Piazza, good to see you, friend. Thanks for being here, buddy. It had people in it. Right, it had people before we entered and encouraged them to not be alive anymore. We had a very diplomatic conversation. We all came to a mature agreement. That conversation involved weapons, and the agreement was that they would be not alive anymore. It took them a second to come around to it. It took some convincing. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it was, if you look at it that way, it becomes less barbaric, you know? It becomes less, combative and more like, yeah, just more mature. You know, more diplomatic. Really, every encounter, whether it be physical or otherwise, every encounter can really be thought of as diplomacy. Advanced diplomacy. So, in this case, I'm gonna employ advanced diplomacy against her ghost, for one thing. I'm gonna diplomacy her weapon out of her hands, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna diplomacy her by knocking her down. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna end her life. That works too, I suppose. So see right there, it was just a little moment we had. Arrow of Scorching. Little power potion. Cool. What was that weapon? Can I see? It's an ebony dagger. Seen it plenty of times. Sure enough, we did not murder everybody because there was one person that escaped our wrath. Oh. Let me just reach over and grab things out of these barrels real quick. Don't mind me. Helping myself. Also, my inventory filling up. Nobody would have ever seen that coming. This is the canteen where probably when everybody isn't dead, this is where they would gather to chill and hang out and eat their pumpkins. Can't believe October is here, friends. I can't wait to shove an entire pumpkin up my ass. Over encumbered. Can't say I'm surprised. Let's drop more things. Now we want to fence that if possible. Boop, drop that one. I don't think there's much else inside of here. Everything's kind of in a state of disarray, which is a little bit strange. I mean, I don't expect this place to be the most perfectly assembled and neat kind of place. Like, I don't expect it to be perfect, but a little bit weird that everything's kind of in a state of disarray. There's stuff knocked over down here, but food, well, is mostly on the table. Some of it's on the ground. So, like, maybe there was an event that transpired here recently. Maybe there was, like, some kind of kerfuffle. Some kind of, conflict that happened. You got a sus pumpkin, Farsight. I've seen a few pretty good ones so far. Some pretty clever ones that have, been making the rounds of the internet. Some of which I've seen previously, but others appear to be pretty new. One of the many nice things about this season is like the goofy and or ridiculous things that people make. Recruit barracks. I think we've been in here. Yes. Yes, we've been in here. Farsight says, "You will see, Alex. One day you will understand lodgings." There are peeps. Well, there's a peep right here. Yeah. I'm trying to like... Can I put this over his head? Damn it. I'm being very sneaky. Bong, 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 bong. If only this did physics damage. Yeah. Like came back and bounced me in the head. Like I was just sitting down with a torch lit and he's sitting in front of a fireplace. He didn't like that one. What's the matter? What's the matter with you, homie? Scared of gravity? Actually surprised he lived that attack. But not that one. We kind of cut him off there when he was trying to taunt us. Didn't give him the opportunity. I will keep the small diary for now. I can tell I'm getting desperate when it comes to deciding what to keep and what to throw away. Head got rammed into... Well, yeah, he got knocked back slightly, and yeah, maybe that's what it was. It's not so much we interrupted him, as that he was still talking, but we couldn't hear him because his face had been entirely submerged. Not submerged, but inserted into the ceiling. This one's fancy. Topaz, very nice. But yeah, again, there's like stuff just kind of scattered. And this is before what I was throwing around. There was like gold on the ground. Things are just kind of in mild disarray. Either they're just disorganized or there was some shit that went down. Shortly before we got here. There was the assassin that apparently had snuck in. So maybe that caused a bit of a ruckus. Lunatic Chef, what's up, buddy? The background soundtrack, it is very, very effective. We were talking about that last time, how some Western RPG soundtracks sound kind of samey. I think this one's pretty good. And it is very effective at setting the mood, I think. That's one thing I do appreciate about this game compared to Morrowind. In Morrowind, you get the same music tracks for exploring interior and exterior spaces. Obviously, you get different music for battles, you know, battle music and whatnot, different music tracks. But, you know, you're exploring a cave, you're exploring outside, same music. Whereas in this game, you're exploring dungeons and whatnot. It sounds more dungeony, which is kind of neat. So real quick, let me repair. And of course, we didn't use anything, so now I need to find something to drop. Yeah, I can just drop this one. Actually, we'll drop one of these. I forgot I actually had these. Give me 1 sec, friends. Give me 1 moment. Actually, heard something fall down in my kitchen. I think I know what might happen. Give me 1 sec. I've got like a stack of dishes I'm working on. Let me just check to make sure nothing like fell on the ground. Give me 1 moment. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, I didn't think that that would be the case. I'm thinking to myself, like, I heard a few things just kind of shift a little bit. Yeah, exactly, Farsa. Yeah, like, I'm kind of weird. I tend to, like, work on my dishes when I've got a bunch all at once. I tend to work on them, like, kind of in, like, bouts of, like, 5-10 minutes at a time. Because it's been a really busy week, and I actually have not been home very much, except for coming home to sleep. So I've been helping Gracie with a couple things in the evening, and I've been at the office a lot this week. So I've had a lot of things building up. So it's like, what I need to do is I need to spend like just a few hours just getting caught up on a bunch of shit. But what I've been doing instead is I've been like, just kind of piecemeal work on this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that kind of thing, and just kind of knock things out little by little. And I've got like a stack of things that I need to load to the dishwasher once it's done, you know, doing its thing, once it's done washing. But so I think what I heard was just things shifting a little bit, but I was like, wait, I want to make sure nothing actually like fell down. So no, everything's good. Everything's good. As far as other things in here, there's the one guy downstairs. That was probably the only person in here, the only living person. Yeah, there was originally more here. There we go. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I want that as well. Give me the other one. Some more torches. I am using quite a few of them, so... And they're weightless, so I see no reason why not. Okay. It's good there's no downside for just having a torch out inside all these very wooden buildings. There's no bad things that can accidentally happen to any structures. It's probably for the better, actually. So there's the canteen. There's a tunnel this way that leads to more stuff. Again, we haven't found anything that is explicitly that one dude's cabin. We did find a private attic, I think. This one over here. Root barracks, we've already been there. So let's check the jail in a second, though. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. The canteen again. This was a private attic that had a few folks, but not much. Actually, I didn't even notice there was a second kind of space right here. Were there any other entrances in this building? Because down here, there did not appear to be. So the question, yeah, was there anything down here in the lower levels? Looks like it's all walled off. So no luck there. Could be a poltergeist. Yeah, mess with my dishes, lunatic chef. There we go. Yeah. If it was a poltergeist, I'd be impressed actually, because I think the lore behind poltergeist is that they they haunt residences and houses as like a malevolent spirit, and that they make themselves very known. So if it was a poltergeist, I'd be impressed because I've lived here for like 6 years. So it's like if they only decided now to make themselves known, that I applaud their patience. If I was a poltergeist, you know, I'd be like causing shit within seconds of somebody moving in. I'd be flushing toilets. I'd be blaring TV channels. I'd be like launching porn sites on websites. I'd be causing on web browsers. I'd be causing all kinds of havoc. Let's let this guy free. Let's.
Sneaky looking sort. A
Yes.
pleasure to speak with you.
Morag Tong, interesting. Well, I can't talk to you. What if I were to free you? Morag Tong is from Morrowind. So, if the implication then is that these are all a bunch of like pro-tribunal extremists, and somebody from the Morag Tong wants them all dead.
Good to see you.
He likes us a lot. I guess I'm a little surprised by that. You think the Morag Tong would be down for whatever they're doing. And disable incognito mode. There you go, far side. Yeah. I like how you think. Look what a difference this makes, by the way. Skill of 86 exclusively because of the whatchamacallit we're using.
Well met.
Exclusively because of the lockpick, the skeleton key. Look at this guy going sneaky mode.
Take care.
I was hoping you could, like, talk to me. I said to search his cell. Think he just fucked off? He said, good to see you, and then take care, and then he just fucks off. Well, maybe we'll see him again. I don't know. That was kind of anticlimactic. I thought, oh, he's going to talk to us and we're going to figure out what's going on here. Nope. He just said, I'll see you later, fam. I hope I didn't, like, screw something up, by the way. Let's make a separate save for, like, after freeing him, because I wonder if I've sequence broke something just now. Where the game was like, oh, you weren't supposed to free him yet. You were supposed to do other stuff and then come back and free him. Like there was something we were supposed to find. Although if that was a huge issue, they wouldn't have locked it with a regular lock. They would have locked it with a key. Or like the keys would have been needed to open it up. So it's probably fine. Check these areas down here. Yeah, there was more where this came from. Bunch of tents. It's in tents. For a second, I thought this was going to be like a gallows or something. Like an execution spot or something. Keen Edge potion. Pray tell, what does Keen Edge do, I wonder? Stealing something and then leaving something very obvious in its place. Warhammers. Manual of Arms. So nothing like overly culty necessarily. Maybe only a little bit culty, but nothing like super obviously fucked up. If anything, I actually would kind of prefer this to have like weird culty shenanigans, because those are at least interesting and like weird and morbid. So that leads to the commune. I was really thinking the big man's cabin would be in this village area, but maybe when I think commune, I think of like several people living in like living with similar like little resources, basically, like making do out of like similar a shared space but with not a ton of resources. So if there's like the leader of the bunch, I wouldn't think he'd be in the commune. I figured he'd be in like the, you know, the upper echelons. Is it the Cumrun far side? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. There's a diamond in the rough. Is there a way that I can like break this so I can descend and acquire the goods? Oh, there's people. I'm just fucking around, not paying attention. But in all fairness, they're not paying attention either. Yeah, this is a mining operation, clearly. They're trying to get the resources. Trying to get silver ore and diamonds and shit like that. I just do a big loop. No, we're just on the opposite side. Forge Master Tent. I wonder if that's where we want to go. The Forge Meister. See if I can find. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, heck. I wanted to be sneaky. The most interesting combo we've had with these guys so far is when there was like 12 of them. Bonk. Ever since then, it's been like, it's just okay. So many arrows, and also lots of variety of arrows. Look at all these different arrow flavors. Like, dude, just commit to one, dude. You're not gonna need several hundred arrows. You kidding me, dude? Does this guy think he is a player character? Shit, you kidding me? Some scare alerts? Oh yeah, for the month of October. Well, of course, we know a number of streamers that do that for at least part of October. Like we know, of course, Grovana has a bunch of them set up, that kind of thing. Yeah, I've never actually set up like different alerts for like different times of the year. And I don't play a lot of scary games, although I would like to. I would like to play some scary games kind of as we get into more fall and more winter seasons. Of course, Oblivion is taking up so much of our time in a good way. It's not like I'm being forced to, obviously, but yeah, maybe at some point once we finish Oblivion, we can focus on some scary games for a bit, because even like in the months of winter, I think spooky games are still very appropriate. I think we played Silent Hill last year, Silent Hill 1 last year in like November and December, and Eternal Darkness. So yeah, I think that's like still a valid time of the year for busting out the spooky times. You got him the other day, yeah, especially when it's like there's some that are really, really creepy. One of my favorites that I've seen some people use. There's the obvious ones where it's like a gunshot or a scream or like really jump scare ones. I'm a fan of the ones that are more creeping and menacing. There's one that's like a subtle knock noise, like somebody knocking on your door, knocking on your window. That's the kind of shit. It doesn't like jump scare you, but it fucking sets your mind into dread mode. It's like, oh my fucking god, there's somebody knocking on my door, and it's like, 12:30 p.m. or 12:30 a.m. rather. What's going on? So that's some evil shit, man. That's some shit that is just designed to send people in a panic. That's the fun though. That's the fun of the panic. I'm gonna drop a few more things. Basically anything less than 20, I think I'll just get rid of. Get rid of those things. Bloop. Making it rain. GV, oh, that's Grovana. Yeah, that's one of our streamer buddies. Yeah, there's a number of folks in here that I have met through Grovana, as well as George, Zero Period Productions, and CD. The streamer formerly known as CD90, but she recently rebranded just to CD. Sans the numbers. What's up, Mr. JD? So yeah, a lot of the folks that we're referring to, Grovana and CD and George, a lot of them play a lot of Elder Scrolls games, a lot of Soulsborne games. So inevitably, since we all kind of know each other, there's a lot of people in the chat that also know these people, also know these same streamers. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun community of streamers and their intertwined communities that all follow similar games. Obviously, I play some weird stuff myself beyond just the standard Western RPGs, obviously, but I still enjoy a lot of these kinds of games. So kind of fun how that works out. We've seen a few side passages. I want to explore those. This seems like the correct way. I'm gonna save that for last. Let's go the wrong way. Let's go the right way last. Already know the name Farsight. He's raided us before. So if you've never watched his stream, he's raided me before, and I've raided him. Well, actually, I guess I haven't had a chance to raid Grovana in probably a month or two at this point. It's probably been a bit. The problem is that I tend to stream pretty late, and he has a much more responsible schedule than I do. Guys, this lady's got a battle hoe, I think. A battle, or is it a rake? I think it's a hoe. I'm not faux show on this, but I think it's a rake. Also, tunnel cough. Tunnel cough with a diseased rake, or a diseased hoe. A diseased hoe gave me tunnel cough. Rock pick hoe, there it is. Yeah, a battle hoe gave me a disease. Ain't that some shit? A battle hoe gave me a disease. Hashtag just Oblivion things. He has a pretty successful YouTube channel, and he's if you watch like some names I mentioned earlier, if you watch CD, if you watch Zero Period Productions, George, or Scarlet, or 8-Bit Llama, or Watery, I guess I haven't seen Watery Bread stream in a while, but like if you watch really any of the folks I've mentioned, that you've probably seen GV present as well, just because he's very much kind of a conduit of meeting a lot of really cool streamer homies. The knocking sound, dude, it's so creepy, isn't it, Lunatic Chef? So spooky. Take off the earphones. Yeah, it's so like upsetting, but that's part of the fun. Is like beyond just a jump scare, but something that plants that seed of dread in your mind and says like, oh gosh, what's happening? I'm scared. Good lord, lordy. Yeah, let's go check out this area, because this seems like it leads downwards. I like to go the wrong way first. What's up, BDR? Oh, really? That's kind of fun, then. Yeah, because CD raided us just a couple days ago. And yeah, we've raided Grovana. I mean, I always like raiding them, too. The downside, of course, is that, like I said, I have fewer opportunities to raid them, because they all end their streams at much more responsible days of the times of the day. Whereas I go well into the AM like a degenerate, like a goblin. Like a late night gremlin. Just don't feed me after midnight like those other gremlins. This is a dead end, by the way. Disappointed. You can see stuff below. You can see down there. Like my schedule. Thank you, 8-Bit Llama. What will inevitably probably happen is that I will likely need to normalize my schedule at some point within the next few months. Part of which is because right now I live alone. I live by myself. But I'm engaged to Gracie, my fiance, and I've begun the process of preparing to move into her place. I have a condo, and I love living here, but it is just a condo. It doesn't have like a ton of space. Whereas she owns a house, and it's a nice house. It's not like amazing, it's not like huge or anything, but it's a nice house, and it's in a pretty good location. It's farther away from where I work, which is kind of a bummer, but still, the trade-off is very positive. It's very much a positive trade-off. So we're gonna be living together fairly soon. Hopefully by the end of this year, it'll all be done. Hopefully. So we're gonna be living together soon, and that means, it'll be harder for me to like selfishly stay up super late on weeknights, especially playing games. So what I'll probably start doing after some point is I'll probably start streams earlier and end them earlier. So that way I'm not like up quite as crazy late. It's easy when I work from home and when I live by myself, because if I'm up late and have to get up early for work, I can take like a power nap, like a half an hour or an hour nap as my lunch hour, and then just eat while I'm working. Eat lunch while I'm working. So which I do all the time, like kind of a midday. Like my lunch break, quote unquote, is just a power nap to just kind of get me through the day. Then I nap in the evening, maybe for another hour or two, just for the heck of it. Going down into the mines. There's also, actually, hold on, let's check out the Forge Master tent. So I kind of have this weird distributed sleep schedule thing. It's kind of non-standard, and it works fine for me as a, as a marital status single person. But soon that will not be the case. So at that point, a more normalized schedule makes more sense. BDR says goblin mode. Hell yeah, bud. You know it, baby. Oh, it's underneath. That's why we can't get to it. Yeah. That's the tent master. The tent meister. Let's say earlier, I was like, how did I miss this? It's because we couldn't see it. Thank you, Lunatic Chef. Thank you. Yeah, we got engaged back in January while Grace and I were in Hawaii. In fact, we're going back to Hawaii this coming January, which will be fun. And that was actually a fun thing, too. I don't know if Blackbird, if you were there for it, if you're still listening in, but yeah, I was... George, just... so, Zero Period Productions. It's a 2-person YouTube channel, and I think also 2-person Twitch stream. Although the Twitch stream is primarily handled by George, one of the Zero Period Productions content creators. His name is George, and like I said, he's a friend of CDs and Scarlet's and Grovana's. So I pop into his stream, and he's raided me a few times, and I like to raid him too. He's always a cool dude. He plays a lot of ESO, a lot of Bethesda games. In fact, I think he's on the Elder Scrolls or the Bethesda like official stream team. But anyway, I was watching him for a little bit earlier and just kind of lurking, and he made just casual mention of the fact where he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be in Hawaii in January, and I was like, motherfucker, no way, I'm gonna be in Hawaii in January. We're gonna be on different islands, unfortunately, and I don't know like when. He didn't say like, you know, what dates will be, nor would I expect him to show that information. But still, it's like, dude, what are the odds, right? What are the odds that we would both be there in the same general time frame? The same month at least. Be cool to get to meet him, but again, we'll be on different islands, and I think that I would expect the time probably wouldn't match up quite so well. But yeah, that was just a fun moment where I was like, what are the odds, dude? He said he'd never been there before. I think he said he's going for a family function, like a wedding or something. Whereas Gracie and I are going just for funsies, just to escape the cold for a bit. And also because, you know, it was 1 year ago when we were there, so we want to make it kind of a pseudo-tradition. Right, so we got more laboring happening, more hoeing for showing. Gonna save over this one. Still kind of blows my mind that the laborers are willing to fight us. You know, you would think they would be neutral, or maybe even say like, oh good, somebody that would free us. Because let's think about this. This is a Dunmer operation. Not Dark Elf, but Dunmer, which is to say like traditional Dark Elves that are operating clearly under anti-imperialist beliefs. Specifically like probably pro-tribunal, pro-Vivek, pro-temple mindsets. Which means if they're operating on like Morrowind mindsets, it means they're enslaving these Khajiits and the Argonians that we found earlier. So the fact that these... really, they call them laborers, but they're probably slaves. The fact that they're fighting for them means they're either brainwashed or they're being paid peanuts. You know, they're being paid like a paltry sum. We saw this shit all the time in Morrowind. Much as I love that game, Morrowind loves its slavery, and it's like, you know, imbalanced kind of setups like that. A normal stream, so as far as like, yeah, we'll see what the schedule looks like. I might switch up the days, but Gracie's a sweetie though. She understands that streaming is an important hobby to me, and that it brings me a lot of joy. She's not like a big fan of video games herself, but she's understanding of my you know, my video game goblin sensibilities. So yeah, I think she gets it. You know, I think she gets it. And of course, you know, I won't stream that many days during the week, and I'll still have time to hang out with her, obviously. If I'm cold now, how am I going to survive winter? Oh, you mean like where I'm wearing a jacket indoors? Because actually, it's pretty cozy in here. I mostly just wear this because I feel self-conscious about wearing like a plain white t-shirt all the time. I feel like that's kind of boring, so I don't have a whole lot of eye candy I can offer on the webcam, but it's like I can sort of dress up a little bit. Dress up, I suppose. What's up, El Gaso? I like peanuts too, but yeah, it's like being paid in peanuts. That's where it's not as funsies. Stole his health potion and his poisons. Delicious. I will steal his claw. No, I'll steal the linens. And the clogs. And the bow. Okay, the bow is too far. The bow is one step too far, Alex. Well, I gotta drop things now because I overindulged. I got too excited. Where are those pants that I picked up? Wait, no. Oh, no, I did succeed in picking up the pants. Which one of you has been fucking with the pants? Yeah, if I failed in picking up the bow, I think. Imagine, yeah, loading the bow off this guy's back. It's a wet t-shirt contest. Correct. I got the wet t-shirt contest kind of setup going on right now. Although I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think I would underperform in the wet t-shirt contest. I don't have a lot of action here. Right? That's just how it goes. And some of you will counter and say, "Well, Alex, flat is justice." All right, that might be, but still, I think you would be disappointed in what I had to offer. Yeah, BDR says it's that kind of stream, says you. Very good. For the Hobbit custom. The Hobbit custom. What would that? Oh, you mean like the customary things that we do, like for instance, we have the Extra Life stream coming up. Extra Life 24-hour marathons come. Well, it won't be a single 24-hour marathon, but Extra Life longer streams coming up next month, actually. In fact, I should probably think more about what I'm gonna do for those streams. As far as, yeah, my customary things that I sometimes do. Getting tired. It's always fun interrupting these motherfuckers like that. He's gonna get reflected. The reflect damage is gonna get his ass. Look at that glass sword still spinning. Still spinning, goddamn. Oh, is this Inception? Oh, it did finally end. I was thinking maybe it was Inception and it was just gonna spin forever because we're in a simulation. Now we still have battle music. I'm not quite sure why. Let's see. Let's get some of these goodies. But yeah, we have the Extra Life marathons coming up fairly shortly. We'll probably start them in early November and then do like maybe a total of 3 Extra Life streams for like 8 hours each. I've kind of got an idea of games that I'll play, but I don't think it'll be anything super extravagant this year because I'm kind of spending a lot of time planning for the move, obviously, but also working on my mods for Morrowind, working on updates for my mods that I'm working on, so that I can start the Morrowind randomizer content as well. So I've got many things burning, so to speak. "24-hour marathon, 24 hours switch off." A switch off, you say? What does switch off entail? Oh, like, you mean like games on the Nintendo Switch, maybe? Yeah, I know. I've got some ideas planned. It'll mostly be weird games. It'll be a combination of weird shit and then spooky games. That'll pretty much be what it comes down to, which is pretty similar to what we've done over the past couple years, I think. We've kind of been on a weird shit paired with spooky games pattern for a while, which is perfectly fine. I enjoy the weird shit spooky game pattern. Oh god, why do I have this? It's so heavy. Enemies are nearby. Well, heck. Oh, why'd I pick that up back up? That was silly of me. I want to keep the one that's stolen because I want to fence that later on. Oh, shocking. I think I've already looted this person, actually. It was the other person I wanted to check.
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Well, she's learned of my presence. And for some reason, she wishes to defend her captors. Gave me tunnel cough again. I think the implication is that they are all diseased. And that they are able to then send it to us. Oh, Gossel's getting an update. Wait, what in the Wait, did I miss something? Oh, Gossel's getting an update. Yes. You're getting a firmware update, El Gasso. It's to hopefully shore up some of the reboots we've had to issue you. We keep having to reboot El Gasso, so we're hoping a firmware update will improve matters. We're gonna have to put El Gasso down for maintenance for like 6 hours, but he should be back up. We'll send out a company-wide email once El Gasso's back up and running again. Oh, I got you. Yeah, like a round-robin approach. I hadn't even thought about that, because I mean, really, for the Extra Life marathons, the way I usually do it is that I do 24 hours. Like you know, on my stream I do 24 hours. But what I was thinking I would do this year is that to have less of the pressure be on 24 hours in one sitting, so as to not overdo it with my throat, with my voice. Because of course, you know, we had health issues a while back, you know, earlier this year. As a way to kind of spread that out, is that I would just do several like 8-hour streams over the, you know, the course of the month. And that would probably do the trick. But yeah, it makes perfect sense though. I never really thought about that, that yeah, people would do like taking shifts out of a setup like that. Yeah, like doing shifts of 8 hours or 6 hours, like total 24 or 48 hours. I've heard of people doing that kind of thing for usually for like weekend long charities. Oh, updating my mod. Yes, updating my mods. Yeah. And now I get to what you're saying. Yeah, updating the mods that I've been developing for Morrowind. I'm building a Robo Elgaso is what it comes down to, Elgaso. I'm building a robot friend for you, a robot homie. I'm building an Elgaso AI, an Elgaso bot that I can load into my Twitch chat and shitpost about communism every hour on the hour. That way, if you're not here, I've got this buddy that will. It's not quite as good as the real thing. It's like AI art. It's not as good as the real thing, but you know, if you need something in a pinch, it'll work temporarily. Did that motherfucker just scream for no fucking reason? Oh, they're fighting each other.
Supposed to be impressed?
Why are you fighting each other with fisticuffs? What the fuck is happening? I wonder if one of them shot the other one with an arrow by accident and that caused a disagreement. Regardless, I'll let this play out and fight whoever remains.
This ends here.
What? You're supposed to have a common enemy. Yeah, fuck him up. Thump.
You're pathetic.
I was hoping they would fucking murder each other right then and there. They just both fall back. Wow, this guy had a commanding victory. Not even close. I don't know what caused that infighting. Very strange. I'll take your most valuable arrows. They have a lot of ebony arrows, which are also quite valuable. But that's kind of the cutoff point, I think, for as far as things that I would wish to take with me. But anyway, no, so the mods I was referring to, they're for Morrowind Randomizer. I've been working on some Morrowind mods for a while, so that's taken up a lot of my non-streaming, non-working, non-sleeping, and non-social time, which is admittedly fairly limited already, but I'm working really hard on these mods because I want to get them ready fairly soon because I want to get back to Morrowind Randomizer. But the changes themselves are very time-consuming because there's a lot of things I need to do. And that's part of why I've been putting it off for a while, admittedly, but it'll be good. It'll be nice once it's all finished. Those are the best ones. They are. They absolutely are. What's up, Johnson? Good to see you, friend. We're doing some DLC questing. We are underneath Sundercliff Watch right now. So we're exploring underneath Sundercliff Watch and like these are the mines right now specifically. You can see I'm slowly hemorrhaging things that I can take with me because of carrying capacity woes. Thing over here, more iron. Yeah, iron is one thing. Iron's so heavy though, it's not very valuable. GP2 bot. Oh, Drill's tweets in Capital Volume 2. Oh my god, fucking Drill. That guy's the best. And then you got Elgaso. That's perfect, dude. I follow him on Twitter. I don't see... He doesn't tweet terribly often, but every once in a while he'll come up with a good one. And, well, he'll come up with something, and it's always a good time. We don't even discuss it. Yeah, we don't talk about Fight Club. Whatever was going on there. Because really, they should have been on the same side. And I think they still were, technically. But something caused... inspired an especially great amount of aggro or hatred amongst those two dudes. Really? You saw me? What a cheater. Give me Tunnel Cough again. Everyone It's got the disease, man. Thankfully, all Tunnelcough do is make you not as sneaky. Drains your sneak temporarily. Oh. So yeah, I'm not sure what caused that fight to break out. My theory, though, is that it was somebody... Because that guy had a bow and arrow. I'm guessing he was trying to shoot arrows at me, and he hit one of his buddies, and it instantly caused the buddy to go aggro against him, and then he punched him, and that caused him to go aggro against him as well. So I guess they both had, like, short fuses. Maybe they've been overworked, and their patience was wearing thin or something. That's all I can think of. Yeah, all iron. I think it'd be like diamonds or something, but... Yeah, it's just iron specifically. Here's some more iron. So we found topaz and diamonds earlier, so they're digging through all this stuff trying to find anything valuable, including iron. But yeah, they're also finding gemstones and whatnot. They're giving us COVID. I sure hope not. I mean, you would think, yeah, COVID wouldn't have been wouldn't have originated in the... Oh, here we go. There was something in there. Some shinies. Wouldn't have originated in like, subterranean tunnels. Mining tunnels and whatnot, but, well, you think about Black Lung, I mean, that's like, that'd be coal mines, I think, specifically. Sounds fucking awful, by the way. Let's go up this way. Now, will you be nice, or will you fight me on behalf of your captors, which still is such a bummer, man. I don't want to fight the laborers. The laborers are just, they're just doing a job, right? They're not like the masterminds behind this whole deal. It's fucking Dunmer are, though. Trying to be sneaky, although it will only take me so far. This person's having a bit of a hard time. This person's not too sure how to do this.
Who's there?
Yeah, see, they willingly joined in the fight. It's like, dude, my quarrel is not with you, Argonian lass. Bonk. Tunnelcough, why do you keep giving me the fucking... the tunnel Rona? Todd Howard personally designed COVID in a lab. Was it Fort Derrick? No. I think it was in... Hold on, I can tell you exactly where it was, Ogasa. It was in this one here, Fort Grief. That's gotta be it. Fort Grief. Good grief. Let me cure myself once again. Boop. More Daedric arrows, 8 of them. I think they're fairly heavy. I think that's actually part of my issue, is I think the Daedric arrows are weighing us down. How heavy are they, actually? I was looking at their value, but not their weight amounts. Oh, yeah, they're probably not worth. I'm gonna drop them. Bloop. As cool as they look how cool they are. Yeah, so cool. Let's be honest, though. If Todd Howard personally developed COVID in a Bethesda testing studio, it wouldn't be nearly as effective. Because that's a problem with COVID, is that it's so contagious. And that it's like, by some metrics, some people are like, oh, it only kills, well, before vaccines, so it's like, oh, it only kills like, 1 or 2% of the people it affects. Still a pretty high, lethality rate. So relative to how these things typically go, it's a pretty effective thing. So if Corona existed, was a Bethesda creation, I'm not so sure it would do its job as effectively. At least not at first. It would take a couple updates, a couple patches to get better. Well, in all fairness, in all fairness, you could kind of think as the new mutations as being additional patches and updates. So, never mind. Maybe there is something to that at least. But it'd be like, yeah, it's like, oh, I got the COVID, I got the Rona, and now my head's stuck in a wall. Or well, actually, I was about to say, and now I'm like stuck in a walking loop, like this person here that was stuck in this walking loop here. Except, now that I say that, some people did report brain fog as being a frequent symptom of COVID, where it's like just the mental, physical and mental drain of like how fucked up it made their body feel. Maybe that's what she was feeling. Maybe she was just like walking in circles because she was just so fucked up. So actually, now I'm not so confident. Evidence is stacking up, bud. Yeah, see, we could be nice, right? No, we have to be mean. Why is this necessary? It didn't have to be this way, dude. Blip. Spin. Yeah, weird physics inputs. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh yeah, I got the coronavirus, and I went to pick up a bucket, and I accidentally physicsed myself 4,000 feet into the sky. Ask me anything. Symptoms of COVID include brain fog, excessive coughing, sore throat, and unexpected physics glitches. If only there was, like, you know, something fun and lighthearted like that. Well, maybe not so much getting launched 4,000 feet in the air. That'd be kind of dangerous. That probably would actually increase the lethality rate, I would say. Oh, we've already been here. Would I have fought you, though? And not taken your arrows. This is a little bit suspicious. A little sus. I suspect I didn't fight this guy. I think someone else fought him. Yeah, maybe there's another disagreement. Drothmeri and Drothmeri. So they're aligned similarly. They're both soldiers. Why would they have quarrels with each other? I do not understand. Because I don't think I fought these guys. Yeah, pavement pizza. Yeah, it would be unpleasant for me and for anybody who had the misfortune of witnessing what transpired. This is still part of the mines, right? Yes, it is. Boop, boop. Oh, right. I shouldn't be jumping around because she's right there. I think she hit us with silence. But then she instantly lost her weapon? Oh, I think I must have knocked it from her hands. I think I must have knocked her weapon from her hands. Arrows of silence, that's what she hit us with. And those are actually pretty effective, unfortunately. Unfortunately for us. Jerome Grand Hotel. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh, that sounds spooky, buddy. That sounds fun. Haunted hotel in Arizona, buddy. That sounds great, Lunatic Chef. If you see any spooky ghosty sightings, or if you have any, like, fun interactions with the ghost, let me think. What would be a good question to ask a ghost? If I could ask a ghost any question. That's a good... What kind of thing would I have you ask? Antagonize the ghost? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I would say if I could ask a ghost anything at all, I would ask them, like, what's their favorite thing to, like, watch people do? Like, what's a thing that they wish people would do more often. That way I would know to do it more often to like entertain any ghosts that might be around me at any given time. That's question number 2 that I would ask Ogao. So that's my hierarchy. What are like things you wish people would do more often? And then the second one is, do you still experience sexual gratification? And what is its consistency? That's almost as important as question number 1. Also, it's a ghost, so you'd have to communicate these questions exclusively in messages that devolve into ooh. So you have to learn how to speak their language. And that is a very good way to make everybody around you very uncomfortable. Or are you intangible to each other? Right. That's a good question too, yeah. Can a ghost give me a stranger, a mortal, a stranger? Or does it just go right through? Because if so, then I'm gonna have to alter some aspects of my fanfics accordingly. I want to make sure I get the scientific accuracy as close as possible. Are you so bad at yeah. Ask the ghost, like, hey fam, what happened back there, man? Why'd you get got? You're the same corporeal existence. Yeah, if you're on the same plane, I would imagine it makes sense, Johnson. So yeah, actually, maybe that's like how ghosts pass the time. Because I mean, you probably can't get a ghost pregnant, ghost pregante. So I like to think that ghosts pass the time by just having sexy times constantly. Is this person gonna be nice? I think they will not be nice. I cannot steal his pants.
Pickpocket, pickpocket. Your purses.
Where'd you go? Oh, he's getting a weapon. That's right. You alright, buddy? Looks like he's very excited. He's jumping with joy. Oh, look at this guy. He's like entered. He's dividing into 2. He's doing like multiple mirror image to divide himself into multiple pieces. So I don't know which one to fight. Which one's the real one? Is ghost sex a thing? Yeah, is ghost sex a thing? Can they experience happy times with each other? Because like Johnson said, if they're on the same like level of existence, it probably works then. Level of corporealness. What if each one is on their own plane? I guess then there'd have to be like an infinite number of planes. We freed him. An infinite number of ghosty planes. I'm barely faster than him. Look at all these weapons he's passing up, though. He's specifically going for the backhoe, I think. After all that, they just decided to turn around and fight us, yeah. They were looking for a weapon, they were passing all these other potential options. They're pretty much all related to extraplanar hand jobs, as it should be, Ogaso. Ogaso, I appreciate that you've got your priorities straight. I won't belabor the bits. It's like, do you have more questions? Yes, I do, but they can be distilled into this one specific subject. So that's the point where the presenter says, you know what, we'll get together after the meeting. We'll tag up after the presentation. I'll DM you. We'll set up a private meeting. Wink, a private meeting, winky face. So after all that, some gold. We're still looking for this person's journal. Journal. This could have all been an email, yes. I am nearing the completion of a work week that it couldn't have been an email, but it could have been a webinar. I've been in in-person meetings most of this week at work. On like most of the time, I only work 1 day of the week in the office, but I've had to go to an offsite location for most days this week, and I've sat in meetings, and some of it has been kind of relevant to my work. A lot of it has been like adjacent, like basically involving teams around me. So it's like kind of involved. It's like kind of involved in the grand scheme of things, but a lot of stuff that I don't want to say it feels like a waste of time because that sounds mean, but like feels like I would have been better to have been able to multitask. Like, you know, I could be listening in on these meetings while working on my real work. So I've had an entire week that it would be too extreme to say this week could have been an email, but this week could have been a webinar. Like we didn't need to be in person with so much of this stuff. So, and it's like they flew people in from all around the country for these meetings because it's like a company-wide thing. So it's like people came from all over. I was grateful that it was hosted, you know, near where I live, so I didn't have to fly anywhere. But still, it's like, God, this feels like so much for so relatively little gained. But the one nice thing is that I got to like hang out with some people that I work with that I don't get to see very often because, you know, they work elsewhere. So like that was kind of nice. That was the one part of that I liked. The rest of it could have been an email, honestly. Thank you, Lunatic Chef. Yeah, when the ghost inevitably gets offended and says, "That's TMI." Ooh. When it goes south, you have all of us to blame. That's accurate. Or it might go super well. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We don't know. It's gonna be one of those two extremes. Excessively good or excessively bad. I've explored as much as I can. Let's keep going this way, I think. This place is quite expansive. We apparently need to go out of here eventually anyway. Oh. That means a cave-in just happened. I don't know where. Oh, right here. Yep, that'll do it. Whoop. Whoopsie daisy. So we're not going that way, obviously. Further into the forge, then. Oh, wait, we've been here already. Yeah, well, hold on. It's disconnected, though. That's a little bit weird. Oh, apparently it is not disconnected. It, in fact, is quite connected. Oh, this is probably the basement areas that we saw. Let's save, because we found some peeps. Now, can we talk, or will it devolve into violence instantly? Violence instantly. I can't say I'm surprised. Weapons apprentice. Whoa. Bonk. Need to repair my weapon. I'm realizing that it's quite low on durability. Ouch. So, of course, the laborers never have... Oh, she had a sword on her, though. She didn't have to be fighting unarmed, but she was. So this guy's got one repair hammer, and that's it. That's why he's an apprentice. Weapons apprentice. He just had a warhammer. You see, that's all I need. Speaking of which, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Not warhammer. Repair hammer. Same thing. So we'll hang on to these. Boop. Yeah, Ludic Chef says, "Hey man, let's not count our chickens before they hatch here. What's the apprentice's note? When next you can take leave, I wish to speak with you. Reservations about allowing me to assume more duties." He said duties. think you'll reconsider when I recount for you some of the atrocious things my counterpart has said in your absence. So there's some more drama. Yeah, maybe these guys are like all tense. Maybe that's why they're so ready to fight each other at the drop of a hat. Because there's like drama circulating kind of underneath. But anywho. I'm guessing this circles back to the main area then.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Are you the master? No, you're yet another apprentice.
Take me down.
Are you the apprentice who is saying mean things about the other person or something? According to that note, this person's much more, like, capable. Lady, do you... This lady's, like, practically naked. It's like, lady, are you okay? I keep knocking her back, though. Hold on. Oh, the axe stopped bebopping around. So she had nothing on her of note. Inquisitor's Gauntlet to detect life constantly. Boots of the Thrall for feather. That's actually pretty nice, but it's heavy armor, obviously. Player cards, right? That's not the only thing getting up. Hey, there we go, Ogasso. Ogasso, I appreciate your endless capacity for hope when it comes to ghost hand jobs. Here we go. Yeah, see, now they're like actually working on things. They're actually making iron boots and whatnot, so they're armoring up for their army. Oh, the fire. Oh, it turns out if you jump on this, it actually hurts. Who fucking knew, right? I never guessed it. Over encumbered. Yeah, I guess I kind of am. Couple pieces of paper. A letter home. Career's notice. Blah, 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 blah. So, Saran, Vivek, I recognize those places. Narcissus and Bell Falls, I don't think I recognize. Origin withheld. Aww. Knowing that the wages I'm earning now will ensure our comfort when I return. Can't believe the pay this lunatic is offering. So yeah, if it's kind of a cult, kinda, sorta, I guess that's something. Now we would have followed him all the way to Cyrodiil. This fool thinks he'll overthrow the Empire. This motherfucker really thinks he's onto something. Figure we'll end up deserting soon. Right. So yeah, some of the people, they were just trying to earn some money, man. They're not trying to, like, they don't believe in this man's vision. They just want to get their paycheck and dip. Not following this addled madman into battle. Cyrodiil is an awful place. Only iron. There's no art to iron armor. Tried using the bones of beasts in the local forest, but they're brittle, won't bear the force of the hammer. Yeah, I guess like bone mold armor is a thing in Morrowind. But not so much in this game. Decent materials, this would be a dull post. We're a mile underground and a league from civilization. Don't name me the courier who carries this damn letter. Oh, the two apprentices, one of which we just killed. Then why'd he fight us, man? He didn't have to, like, fight us for a cause they didn't believe in, man. I wasn't gonna fight him if he wasn't gonna fight me. It's like, we didn't have to have this end in violence, man. We could have been homies. Such a shame, man. Such a shame. Wait, what's up, Mark? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, we're doing some Sundercliff Watch action. Or Sundercliff... Well, this is the Sundercliff forge that we're in right now, but yeah, we're underneath Sundercliff Watch and exploring this area. So the other apprentices, yeah, so the other apprentice and I, we have a good laugh at the expense of the Forge Master in private. I guess we've yet to see the Forge Master. Can't wait to see the family in Saran. Vardenfell, that's right, that was from Morrowind. That's the island. So I guess he was from the mainland, not the island. Saving for your own home, for our own home, rather. Working for someone named Desel. I don't know if I recognize that name. Pay is good, but when I return, you won't need to keep it up. You never mentioned what sort of work you're doing. Yeah, now this person's dead. Is it a letter? Yeah, it was a personal letter, I think is what it's titled. Where it was, I think, written by one of the apprentices that I think just killed, actually. And apparently, yeah, so we're learning about his boss, this wizard that is amassing this army, paying wages for us and his army of mercenaries and laborers. Half of the ore that is mined is not used for smithing. He's selling the surplus iron, but no evidence of it. Not sure. So yeah, how is he paying for all this? That's a good question. He might be Telvanni. That is kind of in the Telvanni playbook. Anti-imperial, like fucking old wizards that are batshit crazy and kind of racist, and like powerful and wealthy, and like ambitious. So yeah, that I think that all adds up. I don't know about like being excessively like pro-tribunal, but maybe. Maybe. So let's see. Yeah, is he from wealthy stock? Maybe. Let's conclude the letter. Forge masters demanding other parcel. Yep. So yeah, of iron boots. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take this with me. Oh, except that over encumbered me. We'll drop a few more things, but so yeah, just like he was saying though, yeah, it's like, oh, we have a commission to make a bunch more boots. Here are the boots he's working on. So anyway, so a little bit more flavor text and kind of details about what's going on there. Going on here, that is. Still, we don't know much about this person. We know we've got a name, and we know that he had a cousin who is either a literal child or just kind of simple-minded that he roped into working for him as a courier of sorts. Blood Emerald. You know, I think I will take that, actually. So we know that we know like some tidbits about this person, and if they're a wizard, and if they're extremely wealthy, and somehow they're bankrolling this whole operation, then it's impressive, but it's also foolhardy. Oh, here we go. I suspect one of these, that's probably the Forge Master right there. Can we talk about this? Can we operate with diplomacy? She's got a rake, a battle rake. Yep, heavy rake. Yeah, of course the laborers don't have anything on them because they're probably paid very little. Although he did say that, like, in that letter we just read, he did say that, oh yes, like he's got this army that he's amassing, he's like got these laborers he's paying, so maybe they are being paid money. Maybe they're not literally slaves in this particular instance, but still, it's not exactly encouraging. And I pull a sneaky moves on him. I probably can. Damn it. I couldn't be sneaky. So you're probably the Forge Master, aren't you? The Forge Master. Sounds like some Diablo 2 shit right there, man. There was the Smith in Diablo 2. And Hephaestus and like, you know, those dudes. The Forge Master. Some Diablo energy right there. Got his amulet that's pretty damn good, actually. Not really good for us, but like good overall. Forge Master's schmuck. Normal weapon. Wow, that's also shockingly good. Good lord. Why he was the master. And now he's the dead stir. So I gotta make space, which is not terribly hard to do. I'm still hanging on to a bunch of bullshit that I definitely don't need. I want it, yes. Do I need it? No. No, not at all. Keep the small diary for now. Anything else that's like books, that kind of thing that I don't need. Raywind's Journal. That we need that possibly. This I would rather. Fence if possible. Yeah, we'll drop those things. Oh, this is weightless. That's kind of nice. There are other arrows I can drop, by the way, because... yeah, we determined we were going to drop... we were not going to bother carrying Daedric arrows anymore. I'm going to drop these. Those are fine. Yeah, here we go. I was going to say, like, I know we've got some potions that are... and like, poisons that are not at all worthwhile hanging on to. Whoa, Jesus. So Night Eye, like, wow, that's a bit much. So Night Eye is very, is like brighter than I was thinking. Yeah, because we've never actually used Night Eye. I have not used Night Eye in this game before. It's like a little bit jarring. It's like, whoa, fuck, I was not expecting that. So anyway, we know this guy is... or was, before we killed him, he was working on weaponry stuff for this army that they're building up. Now that we've took his ass out, he's probably out of the picture since we killed him to death. I think what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna either need to be more picky about what I choose to keep with me, or I should just drop stuff like these daggers that I'm just gonna sell anyway. The Mage's Staff is useful for us. In fact, that's our Mage's Staff specifically. So let's get rid of this one. Just do it that way. Foodstuffs. So now we're directly below where we started. In fact, boop. We saw these previously. I think these are all iron though. Yeah, all iron deposits, iron ore. Hey, what's up, Corey? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we do have Battlehorn Castle available to us. I could probably just store a bunch of shit there for good measure. Because there's a bunch of stuff that we're hanging on to that I don't think we need, but I'm worried if I get rid of it, it'll be gone forever. The way this game, you know, handles its despawns and whatnot. So, yeah, there's things we could probably just store long term that we don't need to be hanging on to forever. Forge Master tent. I don't think this is going to be the big man's tent. This is a big man, but not the big man. An enchanted, what's that word? Bezoar? Bezoar, maybe? It's like a crystal ball. It's weightless. Weightless in Seattle. Yeah, it's weightless. I'll hang on to it, so we have it. It's also valueless. It is literally priceless. Maybe it'll be useful for something. On Morrowind, yeah. So I mean, some of these people were probably... oh, look at this. Some of these people were down for this operation. However, a not so well hidden copy of the popular adult novella, The Lost Argonian Maid, hastily hidden underneath his bed. I got you. I know what he was all about. He's a classy man with classy tastes, alright? He knows the good shit. As he should. BDR says, excuse me, streamer, this game has never had any issues. But a Bethesda game, for that matter, has never had any issues. Accurate. Very accurate. He's still wiggling a little bit. Just a little bit. It's got a small case of the wiggles. 7,500 keys. Yeah. You would think it would maybe slightly hamper our sneak ability. Speaking of which, oh, I've been diseased this whole time. I should probably... that explains why we keep getting seen from afar. I didn't realize we were still We're still very obviously like coughing and gagging as we're sneaking around. Back up to the top floor. Nice and easy peasy. So that was the forge area. Which was, and the mines. The forge is in the mines. Next would be the commune, I think. It's a feature, not a bug. Always. Always. Now, I like Corey's point because, yes, you might have noticed, Corey. Yes, I've got fucking 9 quadrillion, well, books and letters and scrolls. Most of which are weightless, or at least have a very light weight to them. And keys especially so. But we have so many of them. The realism factor shockingly starts to dwindle a little bit. Yes, when you consider we're trying to be sneaky and well hidden and obscured. And yes, we got the aggressive jingle jangles of this. Not even a key ring, but a key brick. And that makes it so that we're impossible to like be subtle anywhere. The commune, for whatever reason, that upper floor commune is what they're telling us to do specifically. Oh, there's a person now. I thought we killed everybody, but sure enough, somebody escaped our wrath. Unless you are a friend. You are probably not a friend. Steal your sword. And then I'll hit you with a sneak attack. Actually, I don't want your sword because your sword is too heavy. I just wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. He was about to say something. He was like, and then he thought better of it. He was like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to shit talk. This might go poorly. And it did. Do I have 20 plus hammers? I do. I do. For a while there, I've been picking up every hammer I see because our armorer skill was so bad, it would take us like 40 hammers to repair our shit. But now our armorer skill has actually gotten quite good, so I probably don't need 20 of them. In fact, for that matter, what is my armorer skill up to? 66. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not amazing, but it's not amaze balls, but it's regular balls at least. Yeah, we used to like go through an entire stack of 40 of them in just no time at all. And for the commune, the hippie commune. Let's see, now the downstairs area is looking good. I guess they must have received reinforcements because it wouldn't make sense for them to suddenly just have more homies pop in. Unannounced homies. Into the commune venture. Sure enough, I guess the commune is where we're going. Again, when I think commune, I think of like a community of like the commoners, you know, of like the regular folks, not where like the higher ups would be. That's a little bit surprising. I hear peeps. I hear whisperings. Very faintly. Oh, we're just chilling on a stool. We're on break. It's a good thing no one is gonna see me. Oh. You saw nothing. I'm technically hidden right now. Oh, okay, not anymore. Not anymore, I'm not. Are they fighting each other again? What did I tell you kids about getting along? I don't know why they're fighting each other. I'm not complaining because it makes our job easier. But for whatever reason, they're fighting each other up there. Okay, whatever conflict just transpired, it has been resolved. Have a good night, Lunatic Chef. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'm excited to hear rather about your cool haunted house, haunted hotel experience. That sounds like a really fun time, buddy. You and the fam. I'm very envious. I hope it's a good time for you, friend. Let's keep at it. Yeah, no other arrows that I want to grab or anything. So yeah, for whatever reason, this guy picked a fight with someone else and he lost. And of course, that lady heard us. Can't say I'm surprised. Yes, that is also a valid well-wishing. A valid a valid well to wish. Happy for you. We want this for you. Want to do the cool knockback? Yes. Watch her, and then she's gonna warp back. Oh, maybe not. She actually stayed down there. The mad lady. Because previously, yeah, they would like rubber band back up after a successful knockdown operation like that. The one time I expected it, she actually stayed put down there. Maybe the strat is I need to like make sure to watch. Because if I watch, then it's most likely to stay. Or to not stay, to rubber band, that is. So that's how most encounters go here. Usually they see us and they want to fight us, but sometimes they see us, they run away, and they'll fight someone else. That is on their side, presumably. Because again, these are all... what are they called? Dotheri? Dothremi. Drothmeri, rather. The Drothmeri veterans and soldiers and whatnot. By the way, Whale, what the heck, dude? Thank you, buddy. Let me do a quick save. So I can alt-tab safely. Safely and savely. Mr. Whale, 39 years. Elgaso hit us with the 47 years earlier. 47 months. Whale hit us with the 39. We got all these longtime homies stopping in, man. Thank you, Whale. It's good to see you, buddy. Whale says, dudes, what's up, bud? Hope your week's been going well, Whale. I remember last week, you were saying last week was kind of shitty. I hope this one's been a little bit better for you, bud. It's good to see you, though, dude. Playing some more Elder Scrolls, Oblivion specifically. And yeah, we're just remarking how the Drothmeri soldiers keep fighting each other for whatever reason. There's like recurring instances of infighting. Which is fine for me because it makes our job easier. Thins the herd. Things are alright, yeah. How's the fam doing? I remember you'd mentioned there was like a couple health stuff with some family members. I was thinking about that just the other day because one of my coworkers was saying he had a family member that had some health stuff recently, and it was reminding me of kind of the stuff you were telling us. Don't have to. Oh, that's good. You got Saturday off, bud. That is always a good time. Think you'll do anything fun to celebrate? Because if you're anything like me, if you've been working a shit ton and you have like a random like holy shit, I have some actual time off. My favorite way to celebrate is doing absolutely nothing. It's like, man, I've been doing work and I've been like working hard and I've been pushing myself. Time to do jack shit. And feel good about it. Sometimes doing nothing is everything you need. Right as your dad, that's right, yeah. It was the right as a, yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, I knew it was something related to having a stroke, I think. Artery wasn't blocked, that's good. Or as blocked, at least, that's good. Yeah, because it sounded pretty not good. Not like horrible, but when you were describing it a week or so ago, it was like, oh, this isn't good. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that, yeah, it was not quite as dire as folks were initially thinking. So yeah, that's excellent. Not enough charge. Look at that, his entire blade turned red for a second there. Yeah. It's a Christmas sword. Green and red. Enjoy. Oh, is he going to Florida? Says, hey man, have a nice time down there. That sounds nice. Do you get to go to Florida too? Actually, I don't need to grab these. What am I doing? Because it's only fair that you get to go with them, I would say. Well, you can't see? Look at this punk ass. Running his ass away. What a chump. I want to knock you back into the dungeon, into the depths. I think it's gonna proc. Nope, no procking. Kohaku, good to see you, bud. Still need to figure out what caused it, but it wasn't a blockage. That's good. That's good. Because I figure that's probably one of the more common causes, probably. So, yeah, if it wasn't that, that is reassuring then, Whale. That's good. Oh, you can't go with him? Ah, it's a shame. But I'm glad he at least has a fun trip, though, to look forward to. That's nice. I'm just saying. It's only fair for the junior whale. Senior whale gets to go. Junior whale deserves a fun time, too, though. It's only fair. Well, actually, I can't knock him down, like, to his death, but I can, like, slide him down. Which is almost good enough, so... Down you go! Woo. And take your dumbass sword, too. Disney World! That sounds fun. Have you ever been to Disney World? Because I think I have, but I was so young I can't remember. Disney World, yeah, you know what's up. You're the third, you're the junior. You're the remix of the remix. Like 9 or 10. I think I went once when I was like 5 or 6. Because I have the fuzziest of fuzzy memories. Like, I don't remember anything about it. Which is a shame because I'm sure I had a great time, but... It's like, I wish I had retained more. I wish my brain was more developed. So I could have retained more of it. Honestly, I wish my brain was more developed nowadays. I wish my brain had more capacity. In today's day and age. Yeah, because Florida, I'm thinking about where you're at, Whale. I guess Florida, you could probably road trip down there if you wanted to. It's still a long drive. Obviously. This they recently broke through here, I guess. So that's the top approach, okay. So it's still a long drive, obviously. I'm not sure how far down into the panhandle Disney World is. Disney World would be, specifically. That does sound good. Also, we're in the... Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, hey, we found like a... What's it called? Yeoman? It's like a title, I think. It's some kind of rank. Bonk. He sat down! Oh god. That's actually kind of fucking brutal, isn't it? Damn, son. Sit your ass down and then... fucking cap his head off, dude. God damn. Shit's kind of brutal. I was actually kind of hoping he would fall on the table and he would like knock a bunch of shit off the table. But instead I like knocked him on the bench and then like shoved his head through the fucking table. Brutal. Didn't have to be this way, man. We could have been homies. I didn't shove a carrot in his eyeball or anything. Maybe next time. 20 hours? Ooh. That's pretty rough. I'm thinking about like... Oh, because you're further north than I. Because I think it's about 20 hours from my place as well, if I were to just drive straight there. Thinking it'd be about that similar amount of a drive. I was thinking, well, since you're further east, it wouldn't be as bad, but I think you're further north than I am, so I think it probably about evens out. Oops. That's a long drive. I've done it a few times, but it's a long-ass drive. Not specifically to Disney World, but like to various parts of Florida. I guess that's it then. I was thinking there'd be more in here. Anything hidden in the rafters? Because sometimes what I think happens is that as the miners are mining, they're getting silver ore, they're getting... I'm sorry, not silver. They're getting iron ore, which they're, you know, reporting to their bosses. But then they're finding gemstones that they're keeping for themselves. It's like, ooh, this is a rainy day fund. That's for me. For little old me. They're trying to hide it from the higher-ups. They're like, no, I didn't find anything else, boss. Just the iron. Definitely no valuable gemstones or anything. All the while knowing full well. Aha, I was gonna say, I bet there's even more little hidden caches like this with just some gold in it, but still. It's the thrill of the search, the thrill of the hunt. This is the man's quarters. In fact, I'm gonna save. This is like the big man. We've been looking for his place for a minute. Now we have found it. Also a reminder that we freed the Moragtong assassin they had captured, and he just ventured off on his own. No idea where he's gonna show up again, if anywhere. He might not show up again at all, but no idea what to expect. Transmutation. Huh, alright. Not really expecting to see that, but alright. Oh well. Small bags of gold. Or bags of small amounts of gold. What is that? Chobezoar extract? Trichobezoar extract? No idea what that is. Aleatic cities damaged. Wait a second. Oh, Jobasha! Oh my gosh, what a nice throwback. I remember Jobasha's rare books in the Foreign Quarter. And yeah, there it is. Foreign Quarter in Vivek. Vardenfell Morrowind. Yep, the lower waste bricks. So they got... Oh, so the book... So it's a damaged copy of the treatise on Aleatic cities. And then, as a little bonus for his Forge Master, a copy the Lusty Argonian made. Because, you know, gotta keep it classy, right? Praise be to Helseth and the Empire. Well, obviously, our guy wouldn't have written that. Because the people that we're chasing here hate the Empire, obviously. Pretty fun, though. What a nice little bit of flavor text. This is the one, Treatise on Aleatic Cities. Got some Daedric here. Oh, yeah, Varsa Balin, that's what we're looking for. Actually, kind of, I'm not gonna like read this verbatim, but I'm kind of curious because Varsa Balin is what is like the lost city that these guys are probably looking for. I'm guessing that's ultimately what they're after. They're probably looking for Maroon's Razor. And that's also what we're looking for. But they're also amassing an army, I guess, to help with the excavation process and all that jazz. So Varsa Balin is like an Aleid city that's underneath the Sundercliff Watch ruins. So let's see. Combination of benign intent and arrogance on behalf of the Aleods as what could have caused problems for them. So the Nefaravijum? Nefaravijum. A foul construct. Maroon's Dagon. So it's a thing that was supposed to watch for travelers. And attempt to challenge it. If a pilgrim could be rewarded with the blessing of Maroon's Dagon, Maroon's Razor rather, a vicious blade through which Dagon himself can claim the very souls of those it strikes. Hold on. Foul construct. So I guess you have to beat the Nefaravijum to acquire this weapon, Maroon's Razor. If you can beat it, you would be rewarded with this weapon. The Aleid wanted to seek out this construct. They thought they could, I guess, harness it themselves to spar anybody who would seek the Razor. They built the city, Varsa Balin, a great ringed, labyrinthine city, the height of Aleid rule. And then pilgrims did come here to find this relic. The elves drove many back, but a vampire slipped in unnoticed. And they spread their affliction, throwing the city into a gathering storm of madness and ruin, and nobody then could prevent people from busting in to find the Razor. And then the city disappeared, apparently. Did it happen through a natural cataclysm, or a touch of the divines? But the mountains of the eastern Niben swallowed Varsa Balin and the Nefaravijum with it. Remained hidden until recently. Then somewhere here, where man's rule has scarcely reached through the years, the Nefaravijum still lies in wait among a city of unliving abominations. I guess either undead or vampires or both. So that was what sent them down here. Still a Varla stone, very nice. And shockingly, I'm over encumbered. That never happens in this game. Name one time I've been over encumbered in Oblivion. Or any Elder Scrolls game. Can't do it. Challenge rating, level impossible. Okay. So some cool additional lore about what's going on here. Here's his journal, by the way. And for the Nefaravijum, yep, that's the one. Which protects the razor, Maroon's razor, a powerful artifact. Okay, well we got one of the enchanted bezoars. We got one of those earlier. We kind of got it. Not really specifically looking for it, but we found it. So we need to find his commander. So back in Sadrith Mora. Oh man, I love these Morrowind throwbacks. It makes me happy. Helseth. I think Helseth is the name of... I feel like I should know this. I think Helseth might be like one of the head honchos in Morrowind or Vardenfell. I don't remember exactly. My memory's a little bit fuzzy here, but like the name or like the title King Helseth or Emperor Helseth sounds awfully familiar to me. Maybe like a lapdog to the Empire or something. I don't know. I see the word lapdog here. The great houses, they care nothing for the heresy of allowing the Empire to command the... Yeah, of the Dunmer people. Yeah, exactly. So this person is very anti-Empire. Very... Yeah, my fickle Telvanni kinsman. He is a Telvanni. Even they're okay with it. Once I've raised an army to topple the atrocious Empire, they'll pay for their complacency, he says. Lapdog, more like crap dog. That's if the lapdog takes a dump while they're, you know, on your lap. So, can hardly bear the journey here to deal with it. Right, to get to Jobasha. So, yeah, I guess he was not a fan of going to Vivek, but it was worth it. Damaged copy of the treatise? The book about the alien cities. So look, he's looking for evidence about Maroon's razor. It's under Thundercliff Watch. That's what he's looking for. Drothmeri army grows in might, he says. So we escorted him to Cyrodiil, that is, where they shall bolster themselves for the assault. I claim my prize. So he wants to, like, it's a dual operation. He's digging underneath Thundercliff Watch to find this artifact, but also building an army to try to topple the Empire. So he's doing like a dual, a war on two fronts approach, which works well for everybody historically, right? The King of War. I think you're right, Will. I think like King Helseth sounds like a phrase I've heard before, or a title I've heard before. Getting hard to find mercenaries. Need to employ some of the beast folk. Right. Yes. Khajiit. Argonian. That was before they got here. It says they can feel it. This person's probably a fairly powerful wizard. So yeah, if he can sense the power. Need to find the task to overcome this challenge and be bestowed with the blessing of wielding Maroon's razor. So once he has that in hand, that'll be like what he needs to lead the army to overthrow the Imperial City and overthrow Cyrodiil. Fuck over the Empire, basically. So he found the entrance to Varsa Balim. Take a detachment of men inside. Yeah, do you think it's gonna go well for them? I don't know. They found an assassin prowling the camp. Right, Helseth. Oh, interesting. If it was a Morag Tong, which it was, according to the title we saw of this guy, yes. Yeah, so yeah, the Empire knows what he's up to and sent an assassin to take him out. Seal myself in the city until we can recover the razor. 2 bezoars cut from the belly. Yes. Cut from the belly of an albino guar. Really. We got the Forge Master. We gotta get to Commander Adrethi. They have only to place these on the pedestals outside the door to dispel my barrier. There it is. Take it with me. Bloop. So we have one of them already. We just need to find the other one. So we gotta find where this commander friend is. And their commander lad is probably gonna have his own space elsewhere. Oh god. What happened here, man? I guess he figured this, like, they just hastily built this house over the stuff that they were mining and digging through without it being completed. They were like, no, it's fine, it's fine. We'll just fucking build a house now. Don't worry about clearing out the basement. I only need the top floor or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what the reasoning was, but ridiculous. Okay, well, we've confirmed a few suspicions. And like I said, this guy is a extremist, like Telvanni, like nationalist, like a Dunmer nationalist who is just like militantly frustrated with the Empire and wishes to overthrow it. And that's not like that weird of a sentiment, because that was so much of Morrowind's like lore throughout the game, was like the strife and friction that happened between the Empire and the Imperial Legion and the Tribunal and the Temple and like traditional Dunmer culture. Because the traditionalists saw the Empire as a bunch of outlanders who were trying to, you know, take over. And they honestly weren't wrong. Oh, there's people. They honestly were not wrong. I'll steal your rake. So now he is weaponless. Except it's too heavy. Oh, I guess actually it's not a weapon. It's a tool. Well, now he definitely can't use it as a weapon because it's down there. Bonk. Hello, laborer. His name is Laborer. He's going to grab his weapon I threw down. He is fast. Surprise, cockbag! Oh, I actually missed. I keep missing. Bonk. Whoa! Okay, we got him. I want to see if there's anything else on this top floor before I explore the bottom. Or of the bottom area. Oh, commander's quarters. Well, that's awfully convenient. I didn't think it would be, like, literally right here, but here we are. What was he working on, by the way? He was tilling... Oh, he was making some potatoes. I'm actually very impressed they were able to... Oh, there's sunlight coming down here. Hey, that's how they do it. Like, how do you even manage that, dude? I remember my RimWorld times, though, building some underground, sun-exposed mountain farms. Interior cave mountain farms. Those were some good old days. Whoop. They're fighting each other. Why? Why are you fighting each other? Unless they're just sparring, but this is not friendly sparring. Oh, it's the assassin. I should help him. Oh, I think he failed. Yeah, this is the commander. Yeah, the assassin tried to finish the job, but I think he just got. Yep, that was the one. Damn, we freed this dude, so we can help him out. What's up, Jay? Did some DLC. We did beat the main game. Yeah, we beat the main game, although we still have a lot of faction things to do as well. Dagger of the Inferno. That's pretty sick. Yeah, we're doing some DLC stuff right now, as you recognized, because this, of course, is Thundercliff Watch. Disintegration. But yeah, we still have Dark Brotherhood, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Thieves Guild. We got lots of that shit. And, of course, we have Shivering Isles as well. So we have still a lot left to do. I'll take all those things. I can already tell I'm going to need to make space for stuff. I think I'll probably drop a less exciting dagger. Let's drop this one. Bloop. Yeah, because this one's actually pretty good. There we go. It's a shame we couldn't keep this person alive. We tried to, like, you know, talk to them. We tried to converse with them to, like, get some lore intel from them, but no, they weren't really having it. All they wanted to do was leave and try to finish their job. Get back to your Oblivion save. You maxed out. Oh, really? That's cool. The main quest, Mage's Guild. Oh, but it's like, yeah, what was I in the middle of? Yeah. I mean, of course, you can check your journal, which helps. But still, if you were, like, in the middle of a heavy operation, it might be kind of hard to figure that out, like, at first notice. Soiled Writ Assassination. We'll check that out in a second. It's actually pretty good. Fortify Speed and Feather. That is shockingly good. This is all shockingly good. What in the world? Security and Luck. Well, I mean, it's good. Light Armor, Fortify Agility, Normal Weapons, Resist Mag. Damn. I kind of want all this. Good lord. The Cowl, I don't know if I would use. Fortify Marksman. Yeah, I wouldn't use that. I'm gonna take all... leave this poor guy stark naked, but like, there's some good stuff here. The Greaves especially. Because my Greaves just... Well, Spell Absorption. Actually, that is pretty good. Fortify Speed, though. And Feather. That's pretty sweet. Oh, and also, of course, it raises our carrying capacity, which is nice. The DLC gear gets a little bit nutty. I think I'm starting to see evidence of that. How many Ever Scamps? Oh, the Ever Scamps. Yeah, the staff. The cursed staff. Because, yeah, you kill them and they just respawn. Right. Whew, I bet that was a grind. I can only imagine. Acrobatics and Sneak. What do our current boots do? Acrobatics and Blade. Yeah, that is more useful for us. Sneak is nice, but we don't really need it. Blade is something we do pretty often. Security and Luck. Luck is good. Luck is pretty good. What do our current gloves do? Alteration, Destruction, Cat. Yeah, no, those are better for us, I think. Now the Cuirass. Agility, Normal Weapon 25, Magic 25. Wow, it is better than the Savior's Hide. I'm shocked. I am shocked that we found something that is better than Savior's Hide. By a pretty handsome amount. The armor is a little bit less good. It's probably less durable too. We get the resist magic and also weapon resistance and agility. Jesus, man, I should have joined them. I should have joined the Morag Tong in Morrowind years ago had I known this was the kind of kit they would send their homies. Shit is sweet. You'll see items that scale to when it was activated. Oh, okay. Spawns to level 1. Because, yeah, that's what... Because I have the Game of the Year edition, so we get all the DLC notifications the second we exited the sewers in the beginning of the game. So we were obviously level 1 there. So I won't use the gloves. We'll just sell them. Same with the cowl, as it offers no armor, obviously. And yeah, the boots not so much. There was... Oh, right, we had the Imperial armor as well. There's an amulet. Oh, this is the dude's amulet. Absorption, personality. Was this... No, that wasn't it. I thought there was like a Morag Tong amulet that the guy had. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe that we've already looked at it, maybe. Wasn't that one. Fortify Strength. Yeah, but that's the only one though. Armor is just okay, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Cruelty's Heart is the better choice, honestly. Okay. Well, anyway, so we found some new cool things to play with, which is great. Feel a little bad for leaving this dude just stark raving nude. And we didn't, I mean, you know, we freed him. We tried to help him out. I didn't think he was gonna just try to solo this thing. Psychic Motion. I'm actually kind of curious about the note that we acquired. It was like the Assassination Writ. It was like Soiled Assassination Writ. Marked for honorable execution. Right. Oh, not the big guy, though. Not the big guy, but his second in command. So the main guy was not marked for execution, but the commander was. Kind of surprised. I would have thought that the main dude would have been the one targeted, not the second in command. But oh well. Can I fight the punching bag? Yes. So here's the other bezoar. And now get through the whatever is blocking that door from being opened, that enchantment. Guide to the Imperial City, that's kind of cool. So we're definitely gearing up for an assault, as you can tell. Gearing up on how to try to raise the city. Vile Layer DLC. I don't know if I have, actually. The Vile Layer. I'm assuming I'll know it when I see it. Because it doesn't ring a bell. Actually, I can't take this with me now. I've got extra carrying capacity now, thanks to the greaves we're wearing. Some cheap wine, some cheap booze. Boop. I feel light as a feather. Hence the fact that we're literally being affected by a feather spell right now. Feather constant effect. So fast. So there was stuff down here. I'm going to take a small amount of fall damage. Yeah, we didn't go very far this way, I don't think. So we emerged from that area. A little bit of light parkouring. I don't know if parkour usually entails jumping off of giant cliffs and, you know, snapping multiple legs, arrows of flames, you know, leg bones and whatnot. Not typically, at least. Veterans Lodge. Deep Scorn Hollow. Oh, that one.
Good to see you. Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Can't believe they're letting me do this. Yeah, Deep Scorn Hollow. Yes.
Take care.
Yes, we've done Deep Scorn Hollow, or if we've been to it at least. I need to figure out how to, like. I'm gonna take your bow. Damn it. Who are you talking to? He's talking to someone. Oh, there you are. Oh boy, we found a bunch of homies. Oh god. I'm getting stun locked into Oblivion. I think the armor, I wonder if the armor I'm wearing is like allowing me to get stun locked easier or something. Let's drink a few potions. Because I am unable to move. Bloop. What's this one? Cure poison and resist poison. That's kind of cool. I have one potion of... Oh, that's not of health. That's not of healing. That's of health. That's fortify health. Let's get outside so I can, like, we have some wiggle room. These veterans are actually pretty strong. Whoop, whoop. He just damaged himself to death with the reflection. Reflect damage. Jesus. These guys are strong. Like, very strong. I'm very impressed. That's why he's a veteran. Boreal's the name of his weapon. Dude was like these guys are actually like pretty badass. I'm pretty impressed. You can do parkour. Oh, that's right. You get the acrobatic skills like backflips and somersaults and shit. Jump outside the city. That's kind of cool. With spells, I do not doubt it. That very much sounds like something that would be fun to experiment with. What weapon or what helmet is that? Is that an orcish helmet? It is. That's exactly what it is. So what is your weapon? It has a cool sounding name. Is it actually cool? It's heavy. Damage is, not really. It's actually not that exciting. It sounded cool for a hot second. Okay. Yeah, these guys are actually pretty spicy boys. I think there was at least one more in there.
Spit it out or hit the road.
Spit it or hit the road as I kill you. DLC mob scaling. Well, that's the thing about this game is that the level scaling in general is very much geared to make encounters long and arduous. NPCs are actually much easier to deal with, I find. Like that encounter was a little bit spicy, but it was like pretty cool and like a bit more dynamic than fighting yet another mob of like Daedriths and Dremora. Well, Dremora aren't too bad either, but Daedriths and Storm Aeternox that are just so tanky and so obnoxious. So I actually don't mind those kind of encounters quite so much. Extra dog who's making noises for anybody curious. I should probably wrap up pretty soon. And by the way, I think he probably needs to go outside. Get caught up on chat though. Similar to Oblivion. Naked ass Mournhold thugs. Oh, you mean Morrowind. You mean the Tribunal expansion? Cause yeah, though the encounters in Morrowind, yeah, they're Morrowind DLC, because of course it was obviously a higher order than the base game, obviously. It's supposed to be end game. Oh, you mean the DLC stuff in this game is supposed to be the post-main game, which makes sense because I am doing this after the main quest, because we did beat the main quest a couple streams ago. Well, a few weeks ago. Min-max. It assumes you min-max. Yeah, or something. I either they assume you min-max or it's just poorly balanced, and I assumed the latter, really. Because yeah, the level scaling is fucking miserable. 2 Daedra's Evil Eye. Yeah, those are kind of annoying. Those are like kind of tanky, but yeah, I find the Dremora, not Dremora, the Daedriths and the Aeternox to be so much worse. So annoying for sure, but yeah, some of it is even more obnoxious in my experience. Yeah, Dexter wants to go outside. I'll probably wrap up pretty soon here. Although I think we're approaching. Here it is. I think this is a nice, dramatic place to wrap up for the night. Let's see if these guys are going to talk to us or if they're going to try to fight us. I'm assuming fight. Yeah, they want to fight. So we cannot rust in front of them. Can I sneak? Oh, I probably got diseased at one point, didn't I? Oh, I did not. Okay, they were hitting us with lots of diseases earlier.
Damn rats. Always skirting around.
And I found the door.
Making me jumpy.
Actually surprised they haven't seen me yet. I'll steal your shoes. Okay, didn't like that. Somehow, he has no idea that I'm here. He was here a second ago. Sneak attack for 1 times damage, by the way. The least efficient assassination ever. Can't believe that worked, dude. What the heck? So I cannot thieve him. I cannot pick his pockets. But apparently he has no idea I'm here, so I can just little by little whittle him down. He's a veteran too, so he's a high level lad.
He was here a second ago.
So DLC is an experiment in how big of a dungeon. Really interesting. They're like pushing it to the limits. They're the worst type of weapon. Really? Because I think they're the most fun. They're horrible for sneak attacks, obviously.
Where are you?
But I enjoy them. It's just satisfying wielding a giant weapon and smacking the shit out of them. But yeah, it is frequently not very efficient, as we just demonstrated. What weapon were you using? What weapon was that? Did it go through the wall or something? Huh. His weapon disappeared. It's not on your person, is it? Nope. Okay. Yeah, they're the most fun. Exactly. Yeah, it's that is more than enough to make it worthwhile for me. To make it justifiable, I suppose. Yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. It's pretty late, obviously, but yeah. So next time we will place the the Bezoars on the pedestals and proceed with whatever awaits us, whatever awaits in this alien city, Barsa Balim. I don't know what to expect. I'm expecting it'll be yet another like elaborate dungeon setup. It might be several dungeons because they don't call it like a ruin or a structure. They call it a city, the underground city of Arsa Balim. So I wasn't expecting this to take the full stream tonight. Well, actually, I guess I kind of was. I was thinking we'd be able to do most of the Thundercliff Watch quest tonight, but I also had a sneaking suspicion that it was going to be a pretty big one, and this was indeed pretty big. So we got more of this next time.